Welcome to TuberChat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is a longtime friend of probably over 3 years now. Hild the DC is a beloved and dedicated moderator here in the TuberChat family, and she's been a moderator for just about that long. She is known as one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube, and today she's celebrating 3 years on YouTube. It's actually a very late celebration, but she will expect to do a stream possibly right after TuberChat. So if that's the case, we'll raid into her live stream right after. That's already set and ready to go. And I've got quite a few names on the wheel right now. Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position as always. Makeup Mom and Son is there as another beloved and dedicated moderator. Canadian Family Life and Nez Lover were both early in the door. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch and Vay's Place are being added. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But after a long period of time, probably 2 hours from now, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation during the course of the stream. Lisa J. Stocks is coming up as well on the wheel, and we'll start spinning after a little while as well. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, thank you, Susan, is the creator behind that channel. Thank you for a super chat. She's done that countless times before. For that reason, we'll look at her channel first before we start spinning the wheel today, and then we'll get back to that shortly. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Dutchfly61 will be added right now. Izzy is our brand newest member, as a matter of fact. We'll get them onto the wheel. And we'll talk about Hild the DC's content shortly. One of the things we do here in TuberChat is we always talk about swapping playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours. So if anybody would like to do that, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. VS Speaks Royally is a long-time, incredibly supportive creator here in the TuberChat family as well. I'll get them on the wheel. And I'm hoping I can catch you for a live stream. I don't know why I'm not catching you lately, but we'll see. If you're going to do one this weekend, we might catch it. Woman Outdoors is on the wheel also. It's the bankroll is coming in to help us with our finances with Lisa J. Stocks. And hopefully I'm not missing any of our members. We got a few more introductions to do, and then we'll talk about the channel on the screen, which is Hild the DC. Silent Silver is in the house with Grammy's Journal. Good to see you both. Hurricane Andrew, good to have you back in the house as well. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is in the house as well. I think it was about a year ago we had an influx of travel and cruising channels come in. It could be a little bit less time than that, but it's great to see a vibrant cruising and travel community out there as well. Jewel in the Kitchen is another friend of over 3 years. She's been with us since just about the beginning of TuberChat. Now, Hild the DC brings a bit of variety on her channel. A lot of live streaming. You'll often find her on other people's channels in StreamYard type panels. I've joined her many times, and she generously shares content that way on her own channel. She does a lot of mukbang style product reviews, taste test challenge type things that are usually collaborations with other creators and things like that. Sometimes very weird food combinations, and then sometimes she's doing cooking videos and things like that as well. Occasionally traditional product review or unboxing. GJ Journeys, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. So Hild the DC tonight will be celebrating 3 years on YouTube. She's been holding off on that live stream for a little while, so we'll be happy to get in there and celebrate with her. And like I said, we'll probably raid into that right after TuberChat if she's able to get on at 5 o'clock. She was going to do it at 7:30 Eastern, but might move it up for us. And then M&T Living and Cooking, good to see you here. Now, Hild the DC, I say, is one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube. And that is seen right away when you get into her content. There are positive affirmations coming from the creator herself, as well as special effects on the screen in her productions, and then even Nightbot is on the case over there as well. And she absolutely stands behind and beside her followers, friends, and family. And I'd love for everybody to get that kind of support coming back to you as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Hild the DC. She's working on 2,500 subscribers right now. She's got some shorts here, and one of these has really moved as well into 47,000 views. Lots of variety. We see this from just about every creator, regardless of whether their channel has a niche or if they're a variety channel. We see variety in shorts almost all the time. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Hild the DC. We'll get a better look at her channel in a few hours when we go over there after TuberChat. We're usually here for 3 hours exactly. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is coming up next. They dropped a super chat, and so thank you, Susan. She's done that countless times. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and after a long period of time, I'll add some names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. So it's open to everyone. Looks like Susan's posted a couple of new shorts videos as well that I don't recognize, which is great. Let's look at the shorts on the channel in general. We see that some of these have gotten into 700, even 800 views, so that will likely continue to grow as she posts more and more. And then I see I'm falling behind with you with videos again. She's put out 4 of them in the last 4 days. I'm just going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist that I use to keep caught up with creators. And playlists can be a great tool for that. When we look at her content, we see a lot of traditional homesteading type content from the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. She'll give us an idea about what she's got going on her 1.5 acre property. In her About page, she gives us the idea that she does gardening, canning, arts and crafts, devotionals, thrifty fun, small channel shoutouts, and much more. She also has an action-packed live stream series. Blessed, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. When we look at her live streams, she usually starts with a devotional, so she will inspire us in a spiritual way, and then gets into a lot of newsworthy topics so that we have a platform where we can share our opinions. And she also brings on StreamYard panelists and introduces us to other creators as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy all of that. I'm sure you will. She's been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and a dear friend for a very long time. And now getting close to 1,300 subscribers. She's monetized too. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get to her channel. So thank you again, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, she's done that countless times. Next up, I'm going to put a channel that missed their chance to be on the screen last time. I don't know what mistake I made to not get them up. They're actually a brand new channel here in the TuberChat family. And I think, hopefully, this is our creator. Hope I've got the right channel here. My dear goodness, but it looks like it. 286 subscribers, and hopefully everybody will give them a warm welcome into the TuberChat family. Hopefully we'll see them again today. We'll just take a quick look at this. In the meantime, if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Kristen Welton came in just a few minutes ago. My love, of course. She's here as a member and a moderator, and I see Ron's Keto Cafe coming in. So I just spun the wheel. We'll look at Kristen Welton's channel. She's now at 1,800 subscribers, and she'll be thinking about the road to 1,900 now. She's monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's been having some great success with shorts. We'll look at those first. The last couple that she's put out, look at this. One of them, 3,800 views. Another one at 4,000 views. And she's experimenting with titles here. And I think this is helping some of these. Her and I spent a day at Canada's Wonderland, which is our theme park. It's only a couple of hours away from us. But look at these. Like all of the last... oh goodness, 6 shorts have all gotten over 1,000 views, right? 2,500 here. That was from a couple months ago, actually. This one here, I'm not sure when I think she got this a couple months ago too, the 4,000 one, and then another one for 2,000. So that gives a little bit of a hint here, but she's putting a lot of focus on the algorithm there by working on titles and things like that. And Ron's Keto Cafe, I've got you on the wheel. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. F.R. Humphrey, good to see you here. Now, Kristen Welton's been also experimenting with some thumbnails lately, but if you look at her channel, you'll see presentation is on the forefront of her mind. She's got bright, bold headshots that will make her recognizable, especially when people are recommended her videos through the YouTube recommendation engine, right? She typically does a lot of beauty. She continues that today. It's kind of how she started some monthly subscription unboxings and things like that, but she's really expanded over the last couple of years into a lot more product reviews and sponsored videos as well. Occasionally we get live streams from her, and she could be indoors, she could be outdoors, taking us for a look around Niagara Falls, or giving us a talk about epilepsy or many other things, possibly collaborating with other creators as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to her. Like I said, 1,800 subscribers. We'd love to push her towards the 1,900. She's going to be thinking about it. And again, she's here as a member and a moderator. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go in a moment. And Hild the DC, I didn't take you off the wheel when I put your channel up there first. Hild the DC is a beloved and dedicated moderator, but we'll look at her channel in a few hours when we go over there. We're usually on for 3 hours. I've already got it set to raid. And then if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into TuberChat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Tiffany Wears T-shirts is in the house. It's good to see you here. I catch a lot of her content on Instagram. She's been working hard and doing great lately. She's a longtime friend here in the TuberChat family. And Theta Eisenberg, good to see you in the house as well. Makeup Mom and Son is going to bring us some more beauty on her channel. Lots of get ready with me type videos here. We're getting close to Halloween, so we'll be expecting probably a series of videos. She does really well with those. She does Vlogmas. She often does Halloween with different looks and things like that, and puts a lot of work into those videos. A lot of product reviews, a lot of taste test, not quite challenges, but she'll find different products and different flavors and things like that in amongst all of her subscription unboxings as well. She's constantly mixing those up, thinking about how to bring more variety to her audience. And she's now over 1,900 subscribers. She's officially on the road to 2K. I'm just going to grab her latest Halloween haul video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get caught up with her a little bit as well. And Makeup Mom and Son as well has got some shorts that she's had some success with. So look at these, actually. Here's what I'm talking about. She really puts a lot of effort into a lot of these things. I can't tell what's a filter and what's actually makeup here, because she has done these kind of things so many times before. I don't even know if any of them are filters for sure, but I see a TikTok logo there. As well, you can see she's doing a lot of beauty on her channel. You can tell that from her thumbnails on her live stream. She also has conversations with interesting people. I've been honored to have been interviewed on her channel. So she streams occasionally now, but hopefully she'll step those back up again. She often does StreamYard panels, and she's willing to hop in on other channels as well and share content that way also. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She's monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Keto Plays It is a second channel where Makeup Mom and Son is helping Son on this channel. So it's a combination of the two of them. We got some more product reviews, we got some video gameplay, and some shorts over here as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Maritza's Yarn and Crafts, I've got you on the wheel. Keto Plays It is now at 50 subscribers, halfway on that road to the first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever before, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. When we look at the shorts on the channel, some of these have started to move into now over 680 views, which is great to see. And then hopefully we'll see some new content from Keto Plays It very soon. And like I said, live streams are an idea that's there also, with some video gameplay as well as unboxings and things like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Makeup Mom and Son and Keto Plays It. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Another longtime friend is VS Speaks Royally. We'll look at her channel in a second. Creative Beauty Butterfly, good to see you in the house. Now, your comments are not being deleted. We don't do that here. And the only thing that could be a possibility is if you're using a word that I have in my banned words list. So like things like subscriber or done and things like that. If you do, if anybody has trouble with your messages and it feels like they're being deleted, that's probably the case, because I keep the chat here probably way too tight, to be honest with you, and have an abundant number of words in the hidden words list or banned words list. So that could be a possibility. If you try typing something and it gets deleted, just please try typing and rewording what you had to say, and that should fix it. Hannah Rose, good to see you in the house as well. And I see that FR Humphrey is dropping a super chat, so thank you for that. I think they were on, was it Lisa J. Stocks that recently interviewed them, that I keep thinking about that thumbnail in my mind? We'll look at FR Humphrey next, because they're dropping that super chat. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and then we'll get back to spinning momentarily. Yeah, Creative Beauty Butterfly is there. Toyin's Kitchen, good to see you in the house as well. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Lori's Tech Time, I did get you on the wheel. She's another longtime friend with a couple of channels, actually. So VS Speaks Royally is another example of a channel. This one here has got a niche, absolutely. And she brings variety in the shorts on the channel. When we look at some of these, they've gotten into well over 4,000 views, one close to 5,000, and one over 7,200, which is great to see. But it's pure variety here. Now, in the videos, we get a little bit of variety along with their main subject, which is the royal family. And as we all know, there's always a lot going on with the royal family. This channel's been at it for several years now, so she's in a great position to be able to cover a lot of the stuff that's happened in the last year. It's been a big year for that, right? And now over 5,100 subscribers. So you know I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what it must have taken to get to a level of 3,000 and beyond. What you're going to find in this creator's live streams is a lot of engaged conversation. Of course, the royal family is usually the subject. The conversation can start to go anywhere once it starts, but VS Speaks Royally does a great job of leading conversation by staying well versed and up to to date on that subject. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. You'll see what I mean when you get there, and they're monetized also. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Courtney Shanice Reviews, good to see you here. And Wolf Scratcher is in the house with a new channel. That's Wolf. So that creator had to reset and restart, but it's great to have you back in the chat. The Chicken, good to have you here as well. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I'm going to put up FR Humphrey in the meantime because they just dropped a super chat, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Let's see what FR Humphrey's got going on. I know they've been collaborating with others. I see them out supporting other creators all the time as well. Ria's Blissful Connections, good to see you here. And I'm just going to make sure I keep my eye on the ball here with the wheel. Maritza's Yarn and Crafts will be next because I already spun the wheel. Huga Homestead, good to see you here. Ria's Blissful Connections, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. They happen to be a member. And Targeted Pattern, there you are. We looked at your channel earlier. Let me make sure I got the right one. Yes, it was the right channel. So Targeted Pattern was here at the end of the last live stream, and I don't know what I did to miss their channel. It's possible I accidentally deleted them off the wheel or something like that. But we looked at your channel as the second one, I believe, today, second or third one when we started this live stream. So you'll be able to go back and watch the replay after it ends if you'd like to. We don't do any links here to Chicken, but thank you for asking. It always is helpful when we search, find, and click on each other. FR Humphrey is up on the screen right now, and this is a creator that's based in Alabama, they tell us. And they are focused on creativity for stress relief, mental and emotional well-being, and fun. They could be engaging in art of different types, fiber crafts and fiber art. They also enjoy music, and they're going to bring us a lot of gardening on their channel as well. So when we get into their videos, I see the latest one was quite short, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that'll give me a chance to keep caught up with them a little bit. Shorts on the channel have started to move, so they got 2,600, 2,800, and even 3,300 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel are occasional as well, but I've seen this creator out with others as well, which is great to see. Collaborating is a huge, easy way to start pumping up your subscribers on your channel. You'll almost always gain subscribers when you are featured on somebody else's channel. So what we're going to do right now is go for a break for 3 minutes. I already spun the wheel, so our Georgian Suburban Homestead's been added, but Maritza's Yarn and Crafts is coming up in 3.5 minutes. almost back. I'm just getting Maritza's Yarn and Crafts onto the screen right now. We spun the wheel before we went away. We'll get back to spinning shortly. And we had a couple of interesting things come up in the chat, but one of those was the chicken was just talking about how to get a collaboration with another channel. So when we think about what makes all of this work, what makes TuberChat work and the things we're doing here, has nothing to do with me, I promise you. I'm just here to talk for a few hours. I know I do a good job. I know I'm a nice guy. But the truth is the magic is in the chat, and that's why the channel is named TuberChat instead of Tuber Guy or Tuber, whatever. It's the friendships that are made while we're here. When you have conversations with other creators, you have the opportunity to start a friendship with them, right? And the more you collaborate, even on simple things like swapping playlists or featuring each other's channels on your front pages and things like that, you can get a friendship started. And this is where the magic behind YouTube really happens, because if you think about it, if you think about who are your top 5 or 10 followers, you probably don't think of them as followers or subscribers, at least as friends. You'll often hear us talk about the word family all the time, because it truly does feel that way. A lot of times you become closer through your friendships, even here online on YouTube, than you are with some of the distant family you might have in real life, right? These are just ideas. And Ray of Sunshine, good to see you here. And thank you so much. Yes, often we need to take a break and things like that. And I promise you, I'll tell you a story for a quick second. I'll try to keep these brief today. But I promise you, like, all the things that get to everybody really do get to everybody, myself included. And sometimes I know it can feel like the world is working on you. We become stronger. There's a lot of truth in the idea that, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger and things like that. And in almost every case, you know that tomorrow's always going to be better than today. If you happen to have a down day, I was working on a cruise ship one summer, and my job on the cruise ship happened to be being a DJ, but part of that is being part of the cruise staff. And for anybody who's seen or been on a cruise, you know that part of that job is running the different games and events, and you're always looking happy, you're always smiling, sometimes singing and dancing and everything else, because you're the ones who are keeping the party going and things like that, right? And one day, while I was there, everybody becomes friends working on these places, like everything else. Whenever you work anywhere, you become friends with a lot of your coworkers, things like that. Somebody saw me sitting there, and I just looked sad that day. And, they said, like, "Oh, what's up with you today?" And I said, "I don't know what it is, but I just have this, like, black cloud feeling of sadness, and I don't know why. There's no reason." And they said, "Well, one of the things that happens here is we have to be up and positive, and I'm relating this to YouTube, because a lot of times, even if we're just texting in a chat, you're still, like, putting your best foot forward a lot of the time. We don't talk about all the things that drive us nuts and bonkers, and the things that are detrimental and negative most of the time, right? So you're up all the time. And it makes sense that eventually you got to have a down day or time. There's nothing wrong with that. But in almost every case, tomorrow will be better, or at least different, if nothing else, right? So I don't know how motivating that is, but it's more of an idea. But I promise you, like, we really are all in the same boat here. And it's often your friends, and you hear me use the word family all the time. We all use it together here. But, it's your friends, it's your family that know how to push your buttons the worst. And we have to think about that, because when you're building friendships with other creators and things like that, we start to get to a point that it does feel like family. And the idea is there's responsibility there, right? Just like, I often use the words in real life, but you know what I mean. When you're dealing with your in real life family, especially if you happen to be older than some of the people you're talking about, you might choose to take a position position of leadership or like perhaps a role model with their best interest at heart and try to lead in a positive way. The same thing can happen here, because I promise, you know, we all know that your family can hurt you more than anybody else, and your best friends are the ones that hurt you more than anybody else in your life a lot of the times with the silly things that we say. And I think everybody will agree we are probably all guilty of saying something we wish we hadn't at some point in our lives, right? Myself included, I promise you. So it's just an idea. But, you know, we try to be up as much as we can. We try to be positive all the time. And it's also wonderful to know that we do have a community like this, where if you need some positivity, you can just look up like, oh, who's live right now? Who's posted something right now? And you're sure to find positivity right away. You put the tiniest bit of positivity out there, and I promise it comes back. You will be bombarded by some of the people in your own community that can't help themselves but just shower everybody with love and, you know, let's say affection, if you want to call it that, and things like that. I'm grateful for it, you know, because this is what makes me miss TuberChat. You know, sometimes I can't be here either. You know, I mix up the days and times here. We don't do a lot of weekday streams. I miss it when I'm not here. So when I find an opportunity like this past Thursday to do a stream, I was like, I got to do TuberChat because I don't want to wait until Saturday for a number of reasons. But that's a part of it, right? You keep your friends close and things like that. So these are just ideas. Forgive the long speech. Stay Stace, good to see you here. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat, but that's just an idea, you know. And by the way, anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. And I've got many friends down, very lucky, you can imagine, that reach out with both the positives and the negatives that they see online, things that can be beneficial either to me personally or to all of us, for which I'm grateful. But I promise you, positivity is always one step away, and it's easy to find if we just want to spend a moment going to grab it. Grammy's Journal, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And that happens too, yes, ray of sunshine, I promise. That's kind of why I slipped in the idea of saying, like, hey, you know, we have a responsibility when we're going to build friendships with people, when we're going to consider ourselves family to them and want to influence them. You know that you eventually, especially in a position of trust, when people start to trust you, you have the ability to hurt people if you want to. And, you know, I promise you, I say as many silly or ridiculous things as anybody else. You know, I have, as much as anybody else in my life, regretted some of the stupid things that I've said that have been pointed out later in life. I thought I was being funny, but I forget that. So not everybody appreciates sarcasm. Not to mention, I promise you this too, there are cultural differences even between geographical neighbors. So somebody like me, I'm in Niagara Falls in Toronto in Ontario, Canada. But if I spend some time in the U.S., I might go and you think I'm a bit of a smartass and everything else, and somebody else might take real offense to that. And I've been in that position a couple of times, and it's really calmed me down and reeled in a little bit of the not so comical things I might otherwise say. Because you got to remember, you could be offending somebody, but it's just an idea. But more than that, I don't mean to focus on the negative, more the positive. There's always a community that you can find very easily where you can just hop in, hello everyone, and you know, people will be happy to see you. I promise you that, right? Here, luckily in TuberChat, we have moderators that care very deeply. We've all been dear friends for a very long time. So it's almost impossible for somebody to come in here and not get a warm welcome from everyone. And even if we haven't seen them for a little while, people come in of you know, different friendship lengths all the time, if that makes any sense. Crocheting Around New Zealand, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm always easy to find online. It's always TuberChat, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or I believe I even set up a TikTok. Tales Told in the Dark, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And forgive me if I missed anything else that anybody meant for me to see in the chat. If you mentioned a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, and hopefully I will catch it the next time around. Don Ray B is in the house. That's a creator. You want some positivity, you can just go to their front page and you'll get it right away in their banner before you even look at their content. The Stock Explorer, good to see you in the house. We do need some Jamaican polka music, yes. The stock is some of the jokes I say are stolen from other people, but the Stock Explorer is somebody who's been a dear friend for a long time. They're a moderator and a member here, but I'm grateful for my friendship with them because they bring positivity. Always. You always see Nora on their channel up and smiling and positive like I'm talking about. We find that from a lot of creators, but Nora is definitely a standout. Charinator, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee, good to have you in the house. I'm going to get you on the wheel right away. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. We're going to get back to talking about channels in a second, but I see the Bullock Experience is coming in. So we'll get them on, and more knitting than crochet, but that's okay. A lot of people have variety on their channels, and a lot of times we have channels that are niched, but they start looking for ways to expand their content. It can, it depends. We all have to make the right decision for our own channels, but it can be beneficial, but everybody's just got to decide what's going to keep them motivated to keep bringing content as well, right? Things like product reviews can be easy to do because there's always new products coming out. There's always something new you can display and unbox and set up and things like that. Jose Fantasticville, good to see you in the house. Cooking videos I'm a huge fan of as well. Because even today, Kristen is doing some baking here in the house, but, she's talking about looking at different recipes for making different things. And, people, no matter how many times they make something, will always be looking for an interesting twist. So cooking, videos can help. You're never going to find 2 same gardening videos, even if 2 homesteading friends. And I say that just, I'm looking at a couple of gardening videos here on Maritz's Yarn and Crafts, but, we have a lot of homesteading friends, ranching, farming, gardening, and things like that, but even if 2 creators went to make the exact same video in their gardens or on their farms or their ranch, it's not going to be the same because that's impossible, right? When we think about growing different types of things. So it's just an idea. And then, Charinator, it happens all the time. YouTube plays games with all of our numbers. So it's more important than ever that we're always following the formula. We have it listed in our video description. It starts by making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them with all the things you wish they would do for you, very thoroughly, and considering the idea you want to go farther. Everybody's free to do much more than I suggest here in TuberChat, of course. I only talk about the minimums, and I stress them because it's so important. But when you're leaving comments for people, 3 or 4 sentences is really a great idea. We talk about watching videos that are 3 minutes longer or longer, and you're free to watch videos that are much longer than that. Friends doing product reviews, like to know the person. I'm not sure what you mean, Don Ray B, if I'm catching that out of context there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, knitting, crocheting, those are never going to be exactly the same. Even 2 people working on the same pattern, the video's not going to come out exactly the same. Orange Cone Vlog, thank you for that membership, by the way. I'm not sure if they're in the chat or that's a membership rolling over. But if they're in the chat, we'll get them on the wheel right away. Yes, garden reflects the personality of the gardener. Absolutely, Annabelle TV. Absolutely, that's true. We got a lot of that in the TuberChat family here. So forgive me again if I've missed anything in the chat. I tend to miss a lot, especially when I go on these long stories and things like that. And, oh, you like to hear what your friends think of products. Yes, makes sense, makes sense. I didn't catch that for some reason. There's Orange Code Vlog. So thank you for that. I'm going to get you on the wheel right now. And we will talk about the channel on the screen. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. So Maritza's Yarn and Crafts has 309 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 subscribers they're going to be thinking about. They got some shorts here, so let's have a look at these. We see that one of them's got 788 views, so as they post more and more, those will continue to grow likely. I'm sure almost everybody realizes that post shorts, when you post these things, they usually get a pump or two of views over the next couple of days, or maybe even weeks, pardon me. And I'm talking about the 99%, right? Once in a while we get one that grows and grows and grows. Our friend Corinne's Life's got one of those going right now. Kristen Welton sometimes has that happening. But what often happens, even with myself, and I've only done a few shorts, I've only done about 50 of these things myself, but what I find is that when you post them, you still get those little amounts of views trickling down, an extra view on one per day or every couple days and things like that, and it all matters. So that's an idea. So as we post more and more, they grow more and more, like everything else. And then Maritza's Yarn and Crafts has got another video here as well from a couple of days ago. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, by the way, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And that's interesting that you say that, Henry Nelson. Yeah, Kristen Walton has had a couple of shorts that have really moved over the last week or so. And she's put effort into the titles, where I have to admit it's somewhere that I'm lacking. Even though we talk about these kind of things all the time, I tend to make shorts and I just put them up. And forgive my excuses, but my idea is just keep the channel going, because I don't have videos, and the shorts are spaced out to fill the gaps there. But we really should be putting production value into everything that we're putting out. Some of the videos are going to get lost, and in almost every case, the ones you think are going to do well are not the ones that carry the channel. It's always a surprise, but that's more often than not necessarily 100% accurate. Gail Southern Living, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I caught her live this morning on our other channel, Broken Hearts Ministry, and I think Gotta get that on the wheel as well. So our Georgia Suburban Homestead is up here as well now with 905 subscribers. So officially on the road to 1K. We always say you're officially on a road when you pass a 100 milestone. So since they've passed 900, we say that they're now officially on the road to 1,000. So they talk about growing their own food in a residential neighborhood. Yes, we absolutely can. And we can take control of our diet and our spending by doing that. So this is the way they want to motivate us. They've got a brand new video for their 41st wedding anniversary. Wow, congratulations. I'm going to take this video, put it in my catch-up list. That's the playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. We'll dig through some of the shorts here, and we see that some of these have started to move as well. Mostly outdoors, but they've gotten into 3,000 and even well over 4,000 views. When we get into live streams, we see a little bit of variety here. Some StreamYard panels with familiar faces, of course. And hopefully those continue, and hopefully I'll catch you for another one. I got the notification bell on for every channel, of course, as we all do. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off. To get that done, you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Lori's Tech Time is up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on their one of their two channels. This is the original. Lori's Tech Time brings us product reviews typically electronic gadgets of all types. And some of these come from a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club. Some of them are independent, and she's done well with these, as you can see, especially the independent ones. She also brings some shorts, and she's hooked into a couple of good formulas. She's got another channel I'm going to show you with a focus on shorts. But even these have gotten into 4,500, 5,100, 19,000 views on one of these, and a lot of live streaming. This is where she mixes up some video gameplay and plays with viewers as well, which is really cool. She's got tons of videos here. Wow, forgive me, I'm so behind on your videos. I'm going to put your one of your videos in my catch-up list. But I'm going to take this Video Leap video as well and put that. I want to see what you did with that. Lori's Tech Time did a video here. This particular one, change the thumbnail on your shorts. If anybody wondered, why is it that Lori's Tech Time seems to get great thumbnails on her shorts every time, which I can't seem to do, she pointed out that the idea is that you are able to change the thumbnail in a certain circumstance. So I'll leave it to you to go to her channel and find this video from about a month ago. It's only 1:46, easy to watch, and that I find to be helpful, so I'm sure you will as well. When we look at Lori's vlogs and shorts, we see a second channel from this creator with more short videos and a little bit of vlogging as well. So let's look at the shorts first. They're front and center here, and we see that these have started to get into 6,000, 7,000, even 8,000 views on some of these, and a bit of variety here. But like, you see what I mean? How is she able to get great thumbnails on every shorts video when mine are all random and frustrating, to be honest with you? Now we know, because she gave us a video to show us. And then a bit of vlogging on the channel as well. Could be a product review, could be giving us a look outside. So hopefully everybody will connect with Lori's Tech Time and her second channel, Lori's Vlogs and Shorts. And I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go in a moment. Scraptastic Crocheter, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, very good. It's the Bankroll. Saw that video from Lori's Tech Time and is now using that as well. And Virtual Shopkeeper DD is coming up. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. Helps get another couple of people into TuberChat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead, if that makes sense, as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. I'm just getting Cruising Scene on the wheel. I think I said hello to Cruise Nuts earlier. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Virtual Shopkeeper DD has an interesting channel. We've got a couple of channels that do similar types of things, but this is like an auction style live stream sale channel. So when we look at the videos, we see that these are usually made to promote the live streams. They've also got some variety in their shorts videos, and these have gotten into 2,600 views and beyond, one over 7,100. When we look at the live streams on the channel, this is where the magic happens here. So they got one coming up in a couple of days here, and this is where they will bring up different types of sales where StreamYard panelists might join them. And then they mention, is it on their banner? Yes, treasure hunter, vintage vendor, and reseller. So hopefully everybody will connect with Virtual Shopkeeper DD. They've been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time here in the TuberChat family. We'll spin one more time. We'll get another channel ready to go. Time for us to go on a second break right now, so we'll do that. It's the Bankroll is going to help us with our finances, and I see Butler Family Farm coming in. I'll get them on the wheel while we're on break for another 3.5 minutes. got another few names on the wheel here. The Bud Files is there, Broken Hearts Ministry, Cruising Scene, along with Butler Family Farm and Just Jason, Keto, and more. I see X1 and Buying Space both came in, so good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Not sure if I said hello, but I did put you on the wheel a while ago with the Bullock Experience. So It's the Bankroll is up on the screen right now. Some of you will notice, I know it's hard to see the names on the wheel, especially if you're on a phone sometimes, but I've added a section to the wheel now called Clear the Wheel. We never know when that's going to come up. It could be anytime. The wheel is always random, as we know, right? What will happen is when that section comes up, I will wipe the names off of the wheel and reload with anybody who's in the chat at the time. One of the reasons for that is just because we got to cap our streams at 3 hours, and we haven't been able to get to every channel for the last long while, so we got to do things in the fairest way we can. Wheat and Shaw, good to see you in the house. And Cruisin' Koozies, thank you so much for coming in. I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly to give a thumbs up or say hello. So It's the Bankroll is going to help us with our finances, and this creator is going to help us with motivation and inspiration for saving money, getting into plans to become debt-free, or start thinking about investing. They get into cash stuffing challenges and things like this, and they've now passed 1,000 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the next milestone of 1,100. And pardon me, I just see X1 is dropping a super chat, so thank you for that. They've done that before. I'm going to put their channel on the screen next. We always put Superchatters on the screen right away in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and after a long period of time, I will put some names on the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. Cruising Koozies, thank you for the super chat as well. Put your channel up right after X1. And when we look at It's the Bankroll, like I said, this creator wants to help us with our finances, which I'm so happy to see because monetization is on 99% of our minds, or maybe even more. And wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come in through our YouTube channels or businesses when we're monetized? So It's the Bankroll is going to help us with that. So bite-sized information in their shorts videos, but you can see all the cash stuffing challenges that they've got going on here. Some of the shorts have gotten into 1,900 and 2,100 views. One of them over 5,400. They post frequently as well, and I see they've got a brand new Happy Mail video, a cash unstuffing video. So I've got that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to see what they've got going on there. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the help that we get from It's the Bankroll. I'm sure you will. Not to mention they're a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here as well. Really Haunted Places, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Always good to see you in the house. And Cruising Koozies will come up right after X1, which I'm going to put up right now. X1 we get to through their handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop that into the chat right now. X1 literally went for the shortest name they could find, they told us the other day. But there it is right there. That's their handle, X1-X1. Oh, and then It's the Bankroll just got back from the mailbox. They might have another Happy Mail video to do. And then X1 has 32 subscribers right now, so a fairly new channel, but we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever before, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. So X1 has got some shorts. I see those right away, so let's see what they've got here. It looks like a lot of variety, a lot of video gameplay here, but some of these have already gotten into 4,300 and 5,100 views. And then videos are occasional. They just put one out right before we started here, and then yesterday and a month ago, so hopefully they'll keep these going. This one's really long, but that's okay. I'll just put it in my catch-up list. I'll probably move it to the end. What I usually do is when I am running a playlist of videos, you see what I do here in TuberChat. I add all these videos into my either watch later list or my catch-up playlist, which is just a fun name for a playlist that I have. And then when I'm ready to run it, I order the videos from shortest to longest, so that if I have the time to sit there and watch videos for half an hour, whatever it's going to be, I can watch as many videos as possible, because the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, and 4 minute ones are all at the top. And then when I run out of time, I could just let the rest of the videos run, right? Most people understand when their videos are very long, they're happy for the watch hours to just have them run anyway. Design with Emma, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then, yes, 67 different varieties. Is it 67 or 57, Wheaton Shaw? And then X1 is on Twitch now as well, and they'll be with Wayne's World Unlimited, which is great to see. So thank you again for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've done that before. We already saw VS Speaks Royally, so it looks like we're going to be a channel ahead. And the wheel is helping me out here because I wasn't actually supposed to spin just yet. We'll get that name off of the wheel, and we will look at Cruising Koozies right now. They dropped a super chat as well. Now, we always put super chatters on the screen right away in order, but we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. After about another hour or so, I'll add some names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation during the course of the stream. And then afterwards, we're expecting to go over and see Hild the DC, our dearly beloved moderator, and she is going to do a celebration stream for 3 years on YouTube. So, Lena Doyle Crafting, I've got you on the wheel. They happen to be a member, and we're looking at Cruising Koozies. So after a little while ago, it hasn't been, I guess, quite a year, but we had an influx of travel and cruising channels come through here, and they've got a really vibrant community between them as well. Now, Cruising Koozies is sitting at 587 subscribers. I think they said they're at work today, so thank you for coming by so quickly and for that extra generous support. Let's look at the shorts, because they do have them on their front page here. We see that these have gotten into 5,000, even 6,000 views, one close to 7,000, my dear goodness. And then when we look at videos, we see that they've been posting frequently as well. So I'm going to take their New York City video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Look at that rollover there. YouTube knows how to show us interesting stuff, right? So we'll see what that's got going on. I've got that so that I can catch up with them the littlest bit. We've always got notification bells on for every channel as well. When we look at Cruising Koozies in their About page, they try to go to all-inclusive resorts, and they give us a chance to join them on their journeys, and they're just using their channel more for fun than anything else and sharing the journeys with us. But they're doing a great job so far at almost 600 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer towards that milestone. And then let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go. Lena Doyle Crafting is coming up right now. Look at that luck. I just put them on the wheel and they came up right away. That happens occasionally, but the wheel is always random. Hopefully it brings fun, if not frustration, to everyone while we're here. Lena Doyle Crafting has 273 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 300 they're thinking about. And embroidery, sewing, vinyl, and painting is what we're going to see more than anything else on this channel. They tell us from their banner. They've got a lot of variety in their shorts videos, and these have now gotten up to 2,000, even almost 3,000 views, which is great to see. Live streams on their channel seem to be occasional, so we'll see if they're going to pick those back up, but they have been posting videos. They got one from a couple weeks ago here. I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch catch up with them. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Lena Doyle Crafting. They're a retired school bus driver of over 21 years. My dear goodness. Sewing, embroidery, and doing a lot of design on their computer as well. So they'll share that with us. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. But they've been a friend for a long time as well. Wrestling Figs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And we'll look at the Bullock Experience. This is a creator that's got a couple of channels as well. He's been a long time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the TuberChat family. The Bullock Experience is fishing first, catfishing more than anything else, and we've been with this creator both in live streams and a lot of videos that they've posted. We're going to look at the shorts first, though, for today, and we'll see what they've got going on here. Some of these have gotten into now 2,800. One of them over, pardon me, my vision is not what it once was, even with my glasses, 3,200 views, which is great to see. Videos on the channel, they'll teach us about fishing and all things that have to do with fishing, a little bit of variety mixed in. And then, of course, live streams are something that's frequent. They stream every Wednesday night. I haven't been able to catch one of these as my work weeks now are supposed to start becoming shorter. I hope to be on YouTube during the weekdays more often than I have been over the good weather months. I'm in Ontario, Canada, so we get all 4 seasons here. But that will have me indoors and able hopefully to catch more of these. The Bullock Experience is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We'd love to push them towards the 1,300 subscribers they're thinking of. Marcus Putzer, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And again, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving thumbs up to each other when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Gaming Experience with Kelly is here with 42 subscribers now. So this is a second channel from the Bullock Experience, bringing us video gameplay more than anything else. A few shorts here, and one of these is already top 500 views. They've got a brand new video. This is a longer one for Forza Horizon 5. I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list. And then they do some live streams over here as well. Was that a... oh, forgive me, that's a live stream. It's okay, I'll run the replay for you. That will literally be a watch hour. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen in a second. And I should mention again, if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that. Butler Family... Oh, pardon me, it's not Butler Family Farm. I'm ripping off somebody's chance here. It's Broken Hearts Ministry that's coming up right now. This is Gail's Southern Living. She's got a couple of channels now. She was working on a little bit more, but she's keeping it to 2 that she's focusing on for now. And oh yeah, so pardon me, before I talk about this channel, I just noticed it's Bankroll is talking about running more than one channel. Many of us are able to do that, especially with a computer. If you're lucky enough to use a computer, which I am, you can open many strips of channels, right? Like, so for instance, I can move one here, I can move one there. I usually have 4 going at a time, or 3 in a playlist or something like that. Most of you know we're in and out, very quickly. What I used to do is run live streams, and then after about 16 minutes, I'd take off and go run to another one and be in and out all the time. But lately I've been letting a lot of them run. But there's no right or wrong there. The more you can do, as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We all want to do as much as we can, I'm sure. Yellow Shirt Dad is on the wheel. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Oh, and forgive me, It's Bankroll might be talking about not running channels, but like, I was thinking playlists. Yes, running playlists is what I was talking about. Running channels, though, some of you know I run several. And a lot of it is hands off. Once a channel's established, you know, I got one person that I run a few channels for, but one of them he does himself, because all live streaming, you know, any creator can just do on their own, with the exception maybe of like descriptions and tags and things like that. But, you know, we all know that YouTube is more work than we thought it was going to be before we started. And we really have to consider whether we want to start a second channel or not. What I usually recommend to everybody, and what I have done myself in almost every case, is run a series of videos, maybe 10 or 12 episodes, on an original channel before breaking off into a second channel. Gail Southern Living's been at this a long time, so running a couple of channels for her is definitely a well-considered idea. Dawn Ray B, thank you for the highlighted milestone message. I really do appreciate that. She's been a member of almost a year, but she's been with us much longer than that. She's been an overwhelmingly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and I see Annabelle TV drop in a super chat as well. So I'm going to take that channel and get it ready to go up next. And we'll see who's coming up next. Pardon me, Kristen's making me laugh in the background here. She's baking and being silly. So when we look at Broken Hearts Ministry, we see that this creator has got 167 subscribers on this new channel. This is a special channel with a special message, and I hope you'll hit the About page so you can get an idea about what's going on here. But she's already posting a lot, so I'm just going to take one of her latest videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. This one's just a few minutes longer than the other. Every minute matters when we're talking about watch hours. And then she's got some shorts on the channel already that have gotten 2,100 to 2,400 views. Live streams have already been started and seem to be happening just about daily as well. I caught her this morning. So we've always got notification bells on for every channel, and that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Her original channel is called Gail Southern Living. Most of you know her already from the Fall Fest 23 giveaway. She did the same thing last year, and they had, I don't even know how many channels joined this year, but it's a monster collaboration between a lot of creators, and a wonderful group to be a part of. Now, Gail Southern Living is somebody who goes beyond typical friendship that I talk about here in TuberChat. She's somebody who I know truly has my back in the YouTube streets. She cares very much about her own communities, so much so that she's actually even done 2 how to use TuberChat videos that she's posted so that her friends can get the most value out of the time they spend here, for which I'm grateful as well. Now, Gail Southern Living is sitting at 2,600 subscribers right now, but hopefully we'll push her towards the 2,700 she's going to be thinking about, and she comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. So she could be indoors, she could be outdoors, talking about all the things that our homesteading friends like to share, along with Happy Meal videos, shout outs for lots of creators, and lots of giveaways and things like that. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 3,800 and 4,600 views, one of them over 18,000, which is great to see. And then live streams are frequent on this channel as well. She's got a couple of them scheduled to come up, so I've got notifications on for those. We're always setting notifications for everything that we see, even though we have the notification bell on, and that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Yeah, the wheel is full for now, but I did add the section that says clear the wheel, and it's going to come up at some point. When it does, we'll wipe the wheel and reload with whoever's in the chat at the time, meaning usually members. And then that gives us the opportunity to get some more channels onto the screen, because for the longest time now we haven't been able to get to everybody in almost every case, no matter what day or time we go, and even when the streams are pop-ups like this one sort of is. The bud files are here, and forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment. Just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Bedside and Games, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And when we look at, oh, did I miss Yellow Shirt Dad's live stream last night as well? Fridays are a day full of family obligation for me and make it almost impossible for me to be forgive me, yes, Scratch and PPA just caught another mistake. Thank you for that. Annabelle TV was supposed to be up on the screen because she dropped a super chat. We'll put that channel up next. And the Bud Files is here right now. These creators seek to be modern-day archaeologists. The idea is to uncover history and digitally preserve it in video. They do that through shorts and live streams as well. They take us to places like graveyards, cemeteries, ghost towns, and other abandoned locations. So there's a lot of history that comes through their videos as well. When we look at shorts, we see a lot of variety here, and they got some variety in their videos as well, but these really expand into just about anything at all, and they've gotten into over 5,000 views on these, one of them over 15,000, which is great to see. When it comes to live streams, they could be taking us out on an adventure or a history lesson. They could be indoors, they could be singing, dancing, playing a game, or giving us a chance to get to know them. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with the Bud Files. They literally seem to be everywhere all the time. They're here with us every day in TuberChat, for which I'm grateful, but I run into them constantly when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams. And then thank you, Scratch and PPA, again for catching that. Annabelle TV was supposed to be up on the screen. I'm going to put them on right now. She stole my thunder. I ran into them this morning supporting another creator as well. I forget if it was Gail. I was in a few things this morning for a couple of hours. Annabelle TV is up right now. This creator brings fun into everything that they do. A little bit of comedy comes along with that as well. She Stole My Thunder just dropped a super chat. She's done that countless times. Says time for the gym and black coffee. Yes, would I love to take motivation from you on that today, but I promise you both of those things are not going to happen for me. She Stole My Thunder. I'm going to put up next, as we always put super chatters on the screen right away in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and we'll start spinning again in a moment. Annabelle TV actually took over our stream boss position, so that's the video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock them out and take over gets some extra exposure on their channel, as we'll see. When we look at Annabelle TV, we see they've put up a new banner as well with it, what looks like a fall or Halloween theme. Food product reviews, challenges, unboxings, live stream. There's some gardening updates on this channel as well, and this creator is now halfway on the road to 1,000 subscribers, sitting at 950. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit closer. I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos. It's an unboxing. Now, she's done a lot of mukbang style product reviews and challenges, usually collaborations with other creators, but over the last few months she started to really get into a lot of haul and product review videos as well. So I've got the latest one ready to catch up with, and then as well she's got some shorts on the channel that have now started to cross over 1,000 views. Live streams are frequent, and she's got one coming up tomorrow, so it should be actually right at the same time as us, but that's okay. We know there'll be fresh content on that channel. She's going to do some trivia as well, which will be interesting. And Annabelle TV streams frequently, usually at least once a week. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She's been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. Look at this, 1,000 videos on her channel between shorts, videos, and live streams. She's been posting just about daily, and that's a wonderful milestone to have hit as well. That is a lot of work. She Stole My Thunder is coming up as well, so thank you, Annabelle TV. Thank you, She Stole My Thunder, for those super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. When we get to She Stole My Thunder's channel, we see a fellow Canadian from the Montreal area, and they are going to review books, art, and movies on their channel, as well as bring us some more variety. They happen to be a photographer with over 190,000 photos in their Flickr account, which you can see right here. They post a little bit of variety. They've been playing around with some of the AI tools out there. So short stories by ChatGPT. I'm going to put that video in my catch-up list. It's a little bit longer than the others. She's working on 1,700 subscribers here, and this creator also could be taking us to museums or galleries and given us an idea of what it's like to be a photographer in some of those places. She's posted a few shorts, and hopefully will continue. These have started to get close to a few hundred views, and then live streams are frequent. And this creator brings a lot of variety. They could be reading, they could be telling a story, or they could be giving us a tutorial for a popular website and app, which I pay for now, called Canva, which can be very useful when it comes to making banners and thumbnails. And sometimes She Stole My Thunder is doing that kind of work for people for free on her channel, which is cool during those live streams. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Mitchell and Doll, good to see you in the house. That's Mitchy Boo with a second channel as well. And Canadian Family Life is going to come up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. You'll recognize Tiffany because she's been seen in other channels, particularly in the live streams. She joins StreamYard panels with other creators all the time and generously shares content in that way. Canadian Family Life is somebody I've actually joined on Come Hither with Heather's channel not too long ago for a live stream as well. Now, Tiffany's posting frequently over here, and her husband's recently started a channel, so we'll look at that in a minute. She's got a friend mail video here, and I see some familiar avatars on there like Butler Family Farm and Lazy Days Ahead. Canadian Family Life comes to us from New Brunswick, and they're almost at 1,700 subscribers as well. Looks like tied, I think, with She Stole My Thunder there. And then a little bit of variety here. They might do garden updates. They do a container garden, which I have mentioned time and time again is neat and very well organized, which I think is great. They've got a lot of grocery hauls that they bring for us and cooking videos as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy those. They've also got some shorts videos, and one of these we saw grow up to that 2,400 views that we see right there, but they've got several over 1,000 now, which is great. Live streams are occasional on the channel, but they got one coming up tomorrow night as well, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I keep forgetting to mention, but M&T Living and Cooking is going to do their monetization celebration tomorrow right after TuberChat. We'll be on at the same time as today, so 2 p.m. Eastern is when we'll start, and then we'll go over there and raid. Today we've got a raid coming in for Hild the DC, who's celebrating 3 years on YouTube now. Together We Travel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. This is Canadian Family Life Hubby. This is a channel that was just started. They've got 23 subscribers right now, but we'd love to push them a little bit farther on the road to their first 100. They've started with 3D printing, and they bring us both videos as well as shorts for now. We'll see if live streams might be an idea for the future. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to both Canadian Family Life and her husband's new channel. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go and see who's coming up next. And it looks like it's going to be Ria's Blissful Connections. So what we'll do is we'll go on break again now for 3.5 minutes, and we'll come back and get back to looking at channels. All right, we're back, and Ria's Blissful Connections is up on the screen. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. They're fairly new in the TuberChat family, just finding us. I believe it was about a month ago. It could be a little bit longer. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but hopefully everybody takes inspiration from the idea that I literally start to lose track of how long some of these friendships have gone on, because creators either have great impact here in the TuberChat family, or our friendship has flourished. And like anybody else in the world, sometimes you got to do a double take, right, and say, like, wait a second, have we known each other for 2 years or 3 years, or how long has it been? Yeah, targeted patent here in TuberChat. I turn off a feature called DVR, stands for Digital Video Recorder, and it stops anybody from being able to rewind while we're live. The reason why you might want to do that is if you find that you're doing a live stream that's time sensitive, and it's very possible to accidentally click a button or tap a screen and find yourself behind in the stream, not realizing it. Everybody in the chat is saying something that makes no sense compared to what the host is saying at the time. So that's the number one reason for wanting to do that, so everybody's kind of on the same page. But the replays are always available after we're done, so you can go back and rewatch any section that you'd like. Pardon me, we're looking at Ria's Blissful Connection. So this creator's now crossed the 100 subscribers, which is great to see. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, so it's great to see creators passing that milestone and going much farther. They've got a few subscribers here, they've got a few shorts here, and these have started to move over 200 views, which is great. So as they post more and more, they'll likely continue to grow. Videos on this channel have got a lot of motivation in them, as we can see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Some talk about goal setting, planning, and not to mention, it looks like organization, right? And this is something somebody like me even struggles with. My best tool that I've ever used still tends to be a $1 notebook from the dollar store, and just with blank pages on it. I write the date at the top of the page and just scribble whatever comes to mind every day. And when I do it consistently, it seems to work, right? The only problem is sometimes, like they say, when you put notes on your refrigerator, eventually you just stop looking at the refrigerator. So what I find is that I make notes for myself, try to be organized, and then I put the notebook away and I don't want to look at it because it's got so much in it. I'm overwhelmed, right? So we have to think about that. But I'll be looking forward to taking some tips from here at Ria's Blissful Connections. Like everything else, it's always great to have as much information as we can. You never know who's going to strike the right chord and have some kind of impact on what you do. So let's spin the wheel. We're going to look at Elisa's Adventures in Cruising as well. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So they've been on there for a while now. And this is a creator who's going to bring us more travel and cruising content, of course. 387 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 400 she's going to be thinking about. And we see, I think she's got a brand new video. Yeah, she's got a few here, actually, since I've caught her over the last couple of weeks. So one just from today. I'm going to take this video, put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with her a little bit. And you'll find a lot of outdoor activity on this channel and talk about cruising and traveling and preparing. And when we get into shorts videos, let's see what she's got going on here. 1,300 views on a couple of these, and one of them over 1,600, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel are frequent. So she's got, she's got a cruise coming up. Interesting. Oh, am I right? I could be mistaken. It might be meant as a talk about cruises. So it looks like she's doing 2 per week. Is that right? 2 streams a week? Yeah, 9th, 15th. Yes, it looks that way. So hopefully everybody will join her for these. I'm hoping I can catch you for one of these. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a month already since I caught you live. But I always have the notification bell on for every channel, of course. And then we set notifications for everything we see, whether they're premieres or live streams. That gives us the best chance of catching each other for everything that we can. Yeah, notebooks. Henry Nelson. Well, I just start a new notebook whenever it runs out of pages. Usually lasts me about 7 or 8 months. And then I have a collection now of about 5 of them. But some of the things you can do when you use, like, if you use a device like that, I know people use apps. I never bother to look at them. I tried setting up Todoist the other day on iPhone. I use an iPhone, and I set it up and I never used it again. I just know I won't. Notebooks I tend to like to have beside me. You know that half size one that's like 5 by 8 or whatever it is? That size of notebook, and then I just fold it in half, so it's just one paper. It doesn't take a lot of room on the desk, but I got it beside me, and then you can remind yourself to do things. Like, I try to never forget to thank the moderators after every stream. I'm sure I forget more than I think I do, but I often will actually write that down as a task to make sure that I don't forget. A lot of times you'll see me, even here in TuberChat, making mistakes, but if I'd have just written it down, I would have had a list of things to make sure of, right? When I change locations, some of you know that I stream from 2 different locations. I have similar setups. So I have a nice beefy computer I upgraded a year and a half ago, whatever it was, and I have a couple of webcams. So actually, some of you saw my review last week where I did a Razer Kyle setup and review. So I actually have 2 of those because I loved it so much. I went out and bought a second one. Kristen gave me one. And I have one at my workplace, one at home. And what I do is I set up my laptop with adapters so that I have screens at home and I have screens at work. They are the least expensive screens I could find at about 100 Canadian dollars each. Works out to about 75 bucks American. And they're just like whatever Walmart had at the time, right? So that I can have dual setups, but they don't have to be expensive. And the idea, of course, is money spent in the right place. But often I'll forget, even though I use the exact same type of camera plugged into the exact same adapter in the same way every time, they still have different MAC addresses or whatever they call it. So you have to change a setting in Streamlabs, and you've caught me a couple times. I think I even did it in our 600th episode where I forgot to change the mic and the camera again. So that's an idea, but it's just something to think about. And then lots of self-promotion in the chat today. I see that. Yeah, Gail Southern Living. I tend to, one thing I've gotten better at over the course of the last couple of decades is keeping things where they belong. I had a mechanic once, and I think I took inspiration from that, but I couldn't believe how clean this guy's shop was. I used to take my car in whenever it needed something, and this guy would meticulously grab whatever wrench or screwdriver he needed. He'd get over to the vehicle, he'd do what he needed to do, and he would clean the tool, go back, put it back, because it only takes a second. Put it back exactly where it belongs, grab the next tool, come out, and I was like, this is incredible. And as it is, some of you know I work outdoors doing some light construction work. My friend Jeff that I work with every day, this guy's got one of those ratchet sets that's like a Makita big huge thing. I don't know how many little, you know, the things for the bolts that they've got there. And I don't know how many there are. There could be 30 or 40 of these things in there. Every single one is there. And I don't know how he does it, because I've been working with the guy for like 7 years now. I've known him for like 20 years. And he never loses any. And every ratchet set I've ever owned is missing as many things as you can imagine. Usually one, sometimes two. And, you know, that's the kind of thing that drives you bonkers. And you're like, but why? I know I put it back, but no, you didn't, right? If we could just be more organized. So I think I took inspiration from this guy. Now I've gotten better at putting things back where they belong. So I'm almost never found looking for something, because everything is only in 1 or 2 or 3 different places. Just an idea. Purple Crochet and More with Dreeny. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, that's interesting, Gail Southern Living. Yes, schedules can be helpful. I put a lot of reminders in Siri, like in my iPhone, but then I never clear them after they're done. So now I've got 70 expired reminders or whatever. Vase Place is here with 1,270 subscribers or so. She's getting close to 1,300. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Yeah, the 10 millimeter. That's funny, Just Jason, Keto, and more. I did a video. I had to take it down because I'm not a mechanic, and I did a video of how to change your battery, but I didn't realize you got to reset the computer controller and all this. And I took the video down because I don't want anybody not doing that and then destroying their batteries in their cars. It's unfortunate because the video had done well, but, you know, again, that's a bad thing. But it's funny because somebody asked me, and I think it was a 10 millimeter. It was either the 10 or 11. And, yeah, that's the one that's the most common, right? The 10 and 11, I think. Vase Place is here with almost 1,300 subscribers. And let's see what they've got going on in their About page here, because this is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've been with us quite a while, but we've only had them on the chat on the screen a few times. So they're trying to become a little more self-sufficient, and they raise many plants as they can, as well as a few animals in their limited space, they say. We're going to take a look at that right now. I'm going to take their latest video, put that in my catch-up list. I see they got quite a bit of variety here, along with some gardening updates and things like that. I'll look forward to getting to know more about the channel. But when we look at their shorts, we see that they've started to move into well over 100 views here, 102 on 2 of these. As you post more and more, they'll likely continue to grow. Some of the ones that perform really well start to push the other ones as well. When we get into live streams, we see they just did one today, and they're going a couple times a week by the look of it. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I see Vase Place out there supporting others. I've run into them countless times already supporting other creators. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go in a second. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Soulstar Sketchin, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Ron's Keto Cafe is coming up. This is one creator that's going to help us with the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle by sharing his personal journey of losing over 100 pounds by following a keto-based diet or lifestyle. So Ron's Keto Cafe posts frequently. I find it impossible to keep up with him. He's posting pretty much daily. Let me take the latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, looking back at your first 100-pound weight loss. We got some before and after photos in there I can see already. Your first wrap might be interesting to see as well. Now, Ron's Keto Cafe will actually bring us a lot of recipes as well, and you can see they put a lot of work in presentation on their thumbnails here, which gives the channel a very professional look. When we get into shorts, we see they've just posted one for so far, but hopefully they'll do much more. And live streams are frequent as well. They tend to go a couple times a week. Live streams can involve stories to be told, and the chat is always vibrant conversation as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy Ron's Keto Cafe. He mixes in a little bit of variety in between the keto-based videos. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Storytime with Uncle Bill. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, by the way, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Chef Shapino is up here right now with over 1,700 subscribers. This is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He has been for a long time. He's been a silver member for as long as I can remember, so you see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream when I do things like that right there. And this creator is going to bring us some delicious looking content, but they've gotten into a lot of polarizing content lately. So when we look at these dinner service videos, we'll see delicious looking content like I'm talking about, but a lot of polarizing content in conversation on the channel as well. We'll look at the shorts videos and see that some of these have gotten over 4,000 views, which is great. And then we also see live streams from this creator seem to be about once every week, and we'll be looking forward to a new one shortly. Again, this creator is working on 1,800 subscribers now, so I'm hoping we can push him a little bit closer towards that milestone. known as a shining jewel in the TuberChat family, is Scratch and Pete PA. I might have forgot to mention at the beginning of the stream, Michael's Adventures is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. I often talk about these two creators together. Michael's Adventures is here for every stream that he can be. We might see him tomorrow. He often is out due to a work schedule, but he always sends his regards when he's not here. And he's somebody who actually premieres every day. He's got over 3,000 videos on his channel. Now, Scratch and Pete PA, I was looking for this morning. You must have just put it up in the last hour or two, because I was looking for the premiere for this week. Pardon me, which I think is week 40. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. Yeah, I think it's week 40. And Scratch and Pete PA is now working on 1,800 subscribers. So I mentioned the idea that this creator is a shining jewel in the TuberChat family. And what I mean by that is he is so overwhelmingly supportive to us and to me. He has been almost from the beginning. I think his first episode of TuberChat was 44. And I think he's only missed 2 with the exception of his vacation. Over the last 3 years, if you can imagine. Now, this is a creator who is an example of giving much more than he expects to receive, knowing that it's impossible to support him in the same way that he does here in TuberChat. I mean, we're on 3 times a week as a minimum for 3 hours every single time. He's here the whole time and paying attention. He catches all the mistakes that I make, and I promise you, I make as many as anybody, or maybe even more. He cares deeply about his YouTube community and those of us here in the TuberChat family. And he also is a great example of consistency. This creator has posted with perfect consistency all of this time. Every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern comes the Scratch Challenge series of videos as a premiere, where he pits 2 lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and Pete PA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. Now, he premieres every Tuesday, like I said, and if you can catch him for one of these, you're going to see one of the fastest rolling chats in the TuberChat family. He rivals those of Hild the DC or the Stock Explorer or a few others. It is very fast-paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. And I believe the biggest part of that is because he supports so many creators so wholeheartedly that it all comes back in a rush and flood of support to him during his premieres. He is literally the reason I started using the words "seems to be everywhere all the time" to describe him and some other creators as well. Now, you notice presentations at the forefront of his mind as well. His video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video. But as well, you see that he has a consistent look where his bright, beautiful avatar is matched by the thumbnails on his videos. His banner is updated every single week as well, and he can be taken as a great example of how we can use the outside social networks to bring traffic into our YouTube videos as well as interactivity. He's posted some shorts lately and expanded the content on the channel. I think I haven't seen this latest one. Scratch and Pete PA recently went on a vacation to Italy where they also brought us a live stream. So some of these shorts videos come from there as well, some Italian lottery tickets. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you see on this channel, along with the Scratch Challenge series of videos. And hopefully you can make it for one of these premieres. I try to catch them every week if I can. Let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel coming up on the screen. Scratch and PPA, yeah, give us some cookies. Kristen told me in the morning she was going to bake a pie for today, or make a pie for today. And I'm grateful because she does that kind of thing often. But she got in the mood to make some cookies as well. So I know that I've had a couple here. She actually just brought me one. She just brought me a cookie right now. And I had one earlier. She's made, I don't know if they're different kinds or what she did there. But she does a lot of that stuff. Killer Clown Gaming Jory is up on the screen right now. This creator has 635 subscribers. They bring us a lot of video gameplay. We see that in the shorts that come up right away on the channel. Some of these are already starting to move at 1,900, even 2,500 views. Live streams on the channel are frequent. They're bringing a lot of Fortnite and mixing up some video gameplay here, Apex Legends and things like that. Hopefully we'll catch them for one of these. I've got notification bells on for every channel, of course. And then videos, hopefully we'll see some new videos, but they did let us know they expect to bring some new ones in that first video. So live everyday PS4 gaming. So hopefully we'll catch some more PS5 from Killer Clown Gaming Jory. This channel's been renamed a few times, but we've known Jory as a longtime friend. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is coming up right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Thank you so much, Ray of Sunshine, and I really do appreciate the kind words, and hopefully some of what I mentioned you'll find a little bit inspiring, and be ready to be out there grabbing some more positivity from everybody again. And let's look at Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Now, Mike recently became a travel agent, so I've seen him actually. I just saw something where he was on a live stream, might have been earlier today. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures are often found in StreamYard panels, collaborating with others. This is a family vlogging channel, so they could be indoors, they could be outdoors, they could be giving us a story to be told, a chance to get to know them, or just about anything at all. But one of the things we have now is a series of travel talk videos, as Mike has recently become a travel agent. Then as well, they've got some shorts videos that have moved into 2,300 views. One of them's now crossed 2,400, which is great to see. And then live streams are frequent on the channel. They always do Sunday Fun. They'll be on tomorrow right after TuberChat again. Now we have M&T Living and Cooking's monetization celebration, but it's very possible that Sunday Fun with Mike and Rihanna's Adventures might be on even longer. So we'll see. But they do that consistently every single week. They're with us every day here in TuberChat, for which I'm grateful. And I'm going to show you their second channel called Rihanna's Life Adventures as well. And this creator is going to give us a chance to get to know her a little bit better and bring some more variety as a complimentary channel to Mike and Rihanna's Adventure. She's got 75 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her towards the first 100. When we look at videos on this channel, we see that this creator is going to take us either outdoors on an adventure, indoors could be cooking, or giving us a chance to get to know her. Shorts videos on the channel have just started, but they're going to be hitting 1,000 views and beyond soon. And then live streams are something I've been lucky to catch them for, so hopefully they'll keep those up also. Pardon me just for a second, I'll be right back. Izzy's just dropping a super chat, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, I'm going to put their channel up on the screen right now. Now, Izzy is a very popular name for a channel, and this creator is fairly new in the TuberChat family. So I'm going to drop their handle in the chat if anybody wants to catch them. It is Izzy Pops, so pretty easy to remember. 1,350 subscribers right now. They're halfway on the road to 1,400. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They have got monetization all set up, so there's lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Let's have a look at their videos right now, and we'll see what they got going on. We're not doing too badly for channels today, so I took the clear the wheel section off. We haven't seen it today, but I took it off. We may not use it today. Izzy, I'm just looking through the videos here. I saw this one. So they look like animations more than anything else, right? But I'll be looking forward to getting to know the channel better. And they got a little bit of motivating talk on their About page there, giving us a chance to get to know them. When we get into the Shorts videos, we see 1,600 views on one of these, but one over 12,000, which is great to see as well. And then live streams on the channel. seem to be fairly frequent, as they've been going a couple times a week or a few times a week. So hopefully we'll catch them for one of these. Like I said, I've got my notification bell on for every channel. And music videos, that's what they're doing, is he's doing a lot of music and then some poetry as well. So art of different kinds along with the animations that we see. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. We'll get another channel ready to go all spin right now. We still got an hour if everybody would like to stay that long. Hild the DC will be up right after TuberChat for a special 3 years on YouTube celebration. So we'll go over and raid her. For now, we're just going to take a break of about 3.5 minutes. We'll come back and look at cruising scene. All right, we're back and we're looking at cruising scene. This is another couple of creators that are out there supporting others all the time. I run into them constantly and they're here with us frequently in TuberChat as well. I see Granny filming again. Forgive me if I missed you earlier, but they said they've been hanging out in the background there. I've got you on the wheel right now. Granny filming again. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, Cruising Scene has over 700 subscribers, which is great to see. And this is Sharon and Gary, which, forgive me, but I'm just learning now because I'm reading the About page. Of course, when we start to talk about following hundreds and even possibly thousands of channels, it's almost impossible to remember or learn everybody's first names and things like that. But we try to do that when we can. And one of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in TuberChat is that over time, I get to know the channels over weeks and months by watching videos and hanging out in live streams. I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators in that way as well. So I am always on Instagram, Facebook a lot of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Anybody can reach out anytime. Cruising Scene, I'm just looking at a couple of your videos here because they've got a rock and glow party, which is cool. It's like a deck party on a cruise. And forgive me for not being certain because I often will tell the story because of all of our cruising friends. I worked on a cruise ship once a very long time ago, just for one summer. Which is rare for Canadians, as far as I know, but I did have the opportunity to do that. It was a lot of fun, but I was working as a DJ, so I'd always be in the nightclub, and I couldn't be there for the deck parties. But if I'm right, these happen often, actually, but let's say on the first night of the cruise, possibly, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm interested to know. But we've seen a couple of these from our friends now, and these are really a wild time, right? You can imagine you're literally talking about hundreds, if not at times thousands of people all partying together and having a good time around the pool. So Cruising Scene's going to talk to us about cruising and a little bit of travel as well. Otherwise, they've got shorts on the channel. Some of these have now gotten into 2,400 and 2,500 views, one over 8,100, which is great to see. Live streams are something that they might pick back up, but I've seen them out supporting other creators as well many times. Vanished Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in from Dubai. Good to see you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Nez Lover is coming up right now. They bring us a lot of art, and I see Professional Paranormal Research is coming into the chat. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And at some point I will add a couple of names from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. I'm going to start moving it through channels though, because we've got just under an hour to go. And Hild the DC will be on, likely, for a live stream right after we are finished here. She's got it set, and we'll go over there and raid. She's celebrating 3 years on YouTube today. She's a beloved and dedicated moderator. Nez Lover's here with getting close to 2,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to grab their latest musical birthday stream promo. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and it looks like they're talking about a stream that might come up on October 1st. Is that right, Nez Lover? Is it, if they're still in the chat, is that going to be a birthday celebration for yourself tomorrow? Spring the Fiber Enthusiast, good to see you in the house. Pardon me just for a second there. Let's look at shorts on Nez Lover's channel. This creator's gotten into 1,500, even 2,400 views. One breakout short's over 18,000, which is great to see. Often what you'll find here are the live streams, which are frequent. Pieces are cut to make videos as well, which is kind of cool, but lots of art here, and I've caught them a few times actually. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. Nez Lover's here with us frequently in TuberChat. And in the About page, at some point, hopefully you'll fill that out so we can get some idea for new people what to expect on the channel. Henry Nelson was here earlier. They'll likely be happy to have picked up that gifted membership from Don Ray B. They do things like that. They've done it countless number of times. Don Ray B's just gifting 5 memberships. again today, and I really do appreciate that extra generosity. I talked about their channel just for a brief second earlier because we get inspiration and motivation before we even get into the content. They tell us each new day is an opportunity to make our dreams come true. That's what they're doing on their channel. I'll describe it shortly. So Michael's Adventures, Henry Nelson, Cabaret Gaming, and Justin Mello, along with Unstable TV Shorts, will all be happy to pick up those gifted memberships. I'm sure they've all been members before. I think Henry Nelson might be a member for the first time now, which is great. I'm just going to put them on the wheel because we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. What often happens is the notifications for gifted memberships are so good. It's just an email that comes through, but people get them. And often what happens is when somebody receives a gifted membership that is not already in the stream, they end up coming in, which is great. It's got a wonderful effect to it. So all of those 5 recipients will enjoy the benefits of membership here for the next month. So thank you, Dawn Ray B. And like I said, she's done that countless times. This creator is working on 600 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos here and put this in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And let's look through their videos here for a second. I catch them often, but they post frequently as well. This thing I saw again, the log splitter. I wonder if you've seen that thing. I get these advertisements on like Twitter, and it's not a big device like this, but which I was fascinated by this for whatever reason. I didn't realize those existed. A home size log splitter, which is cool. You can cut your own firewood easily, right? But I saw this other device, and it's just a big piece of steel or something with almost a knife type thing in the middle of it, and it almost looks like the top of a mug, right? So you stick your log in the center of it, and then you just start whacking it with a hammer or something like that, and it splits it itself instead of having to sit there chopping, which can, you know, be hard work, right? So interesting. But Dawn Ray B introduced us to that log splitter not too long ago. They've got indoor content, lots of outdoor content, more product reviews as well as garden updates. But this creator talks about the idea of living a homesteading lifestyle with which they had dreamt of and then made come true as a dream to a 4-acre property now. And they give us the story on their About page. They've got some shorts that come through the channel as well. And a couple of these had done well, getting into 2,000 views. But one now has got over 2,500. That's another newer one, I believe, right? And the one with the log splitter here, which is great, has gotten 3,200. Now, I'm just curious to know. I just want to look at something here. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I just want to see the description for this video. So there's this new feature, right, where what we can do is in a shorts video, you can set a long form video from it. So YouTube took out the linked content in descriptions, if that makes sense. So let's say you're an Amazon affiliate and you make shorts videos, you can't link right out to Amazon easily anymore. But what they do is they give you a section now where you can send somebody from the shorts video to a long form video. So the reason why I mentioned this is because Dawn Ray B's got the long form review of this log splitter, right? So you can link the two together, and then if somebody did see this and wanted to get a better idea, they've already said in the description here, as we see, that there's a long form video on the channel. They mention it, but now you're able to link to it too. So I'll leave it to you to have a look for that. But that's just an idea. I've started doing that in my videos. What I did a while back was film some fireworks. It's a 5-minute show. So I chopped it into 5 shorts and then put all 5 of the shorts leading to the original video. Hopefully it'll pick up a few views that way. Pardon me, but we'll see. And that's Dawn Ray B. As you can see, an overwhelmingly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Thank you again for those gifted memberships. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And I know the recipients will be excited to have those. There's Cabarar Gaming. That's what I'm talking about. They probably got their notification and came in. They've been a long-time friend. They've been a member many, 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 many times. And Jesse Miller Unboxings and more. Good to see you here. Poppin' the Popcorn is in the house as well. That's Katie. We're going to get her channel on the wheel. It looks like we're going to go a little bit overtime. I'm going to try to step on it now, spinning, getting channels on the screen. Dutchfly61, I'd already spun the wheel, so we'll get them up here. See what they got going on. And we're one channel ahead because of that. Dutchfly61 is an interesting channel because it's a sky watching channel and one of a kind here in the TuberChat family. So he's working on 1,200 subscribers now, and I'm just going to grab the latest video. It's a short one from yesterday. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to hopefully catch up. And Dutchfly61 is here with us frequently, but it's interesting to see one-of-a-kind channel like this where they bring us this sky-watching content. They've done a few shorts now as well. The first one they put out got over 4,000 views, but they've started to do a few more, which is great, and hopefully that continues. So they post occasionally. It's usually once every few weeks or so, but hopefully everybody will keep that notification bell on like we do for all channels, and then that gives you the best chance to catch them as often as possible. And look at that luck. Cabarar Gaming just came in, and their channel came up on the wheel right away. I'm going to put them up in a second. Pardon me just for a quick moment here. I'll get them ready to go. I'll come right back on here. And there you go. Yeah, Cabarar Gaming now has had membership for 7 months. They've been a member on their own before, but they've picked up a couple of gifted memberships, I think, right? I don't think this is even the first time, so that's great. So you have Don Ray B to thank for that today, and Cabarar Gaming now is we're officially on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So this is a long-time friend. I have caught them many times for live streams, and they're always exciting. They always have fun. They've got a vibrant community around them. They always give you a warm welcome when they're live streaming, and they mix up the video gameplay here, especially in the streams. They tend to do series in their videos, but some of their shorts have moved too. 15,000, 33,000, 35,000. When we look at the videos, we get into a lot of Grand Theft Auto. There's Liberty City Stories again. They've got a lot of like walkthrough or run-through type videos. And this can give people a chance, if you haven't seen something like this yet, when they talk about video games, a walkthrough is to give you an idea of what to expect in the game. So whether you're just watching for entertainment, or especially if you want to play the game that you're watching a walkthrough of, they give you an idea of how to get through the levels, how to pass the bosses, and all that kind of stuff. So that's cool to see from Cabarar Gaming. He's got a second channel called Cabarar Vlogs. This is where we get we get tech, tips, tricks, and tutorials from the same creator from Cabarar Gaming. And so these will be helpful videos, of course. He's got some shorts here that are starting to move into well over 500 views. Live streams are something that they might pick up on. And then as well, videos are frequent. And like I said, some of these are more advanced topics, but they will be helpful videos, of course. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get Jewel in the Kitchen on the screen. This is a creator who brings delicious looking content. She's been a dear friend for about 3 years now as well. She collaborates with other creators, but she also has been with us basically from the beginning. When we look at her videos, she posts occasionally. So she just posted one today. I guess she's back to frequently. I'm just going to take the latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list here. But you can see all of the different types of thing that she's making. And I'm always excited to see cooking videos and cooking channels, because no matter how many times somebody has made something in their life, they're always going to be looking for a new twist, maybe even new dishes and things like that. It's possible to get into routine. You start eating the same things over and over and over again, and a channel like this might inspire us to expand and take one of their recipes and make something different. This is a creator that's bringing us some shorts that have now gotten into 2,700, 3,400, and 4,100 views. And then as well, live streams on the channel are occasional. So they just did one a couple weeks ago. We'll see if she's going to get back into these, but I've seen her collaborate with other creators as well. Lots of familiar faces in her videos. Glorious Platter, good to see you in the house. She's on the treadmill, cooking with Nat. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. The Stock Explorer's coming up right now. This is Nora. This is somebody who is a dear friend. She cares very much about her own YouTube community and very much about those of us in the TuberChat family as well. Nora's been a dear friend for a very long time and is a beloved and dedicated moderator and member here. They're working on 1,900 subscribers. Now, every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be invited to meet new friends the same way that we do here. Now, the Stock Explorer wants to bring us the stock market and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way, with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like NFTs and options trading. They often bring video shorts and live streams. The videos have a bit of variety in them. They've expanded their content, a little bit of lottery ticket scratching, which is a huge category and genre on YouTube. Shorts bring pure variety on this channel, but Nora often has product in hand as well. And look at this one, it's still going at 6,100 views. Live streams on the channel are frequent. Sometimes they're lottery ticket scratching, and sometimes they're talking stocks with charts and graphs. Sometimes it's friendly conversations. It's been a long time now, but I think it's about 7 months ago, if not 8, that we were together for a 2-hour talk about YouTube. It feels like just a couple weeks ago, but it was actually quite a while. But the Stock Explorer often has StreamYard panels come up for interesting conversations as well. So Nora is definitely a standout creator in the TuberChat family. They've got a second channel as well. We'll have a look at this. Tropical Buzz is where they want to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they're going to grow themselves. They happen to be in Florida, and they get involved in seed swaps and other things with other creators as well. Orange Cone Vlogs is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. Orange Cone Vlogs is looking at 322 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. Pardon me for a sec. And when we look at this creator, I actually see them with a lot of other cruising and travel channels, very supportive. So they're talking about, their about page here says, Disney-related events, Disney-related events, park visits, and other various locations with travel-based content. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos here, Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them and make sure I don't fall behind. They've got a couple of shorts. Hopefully those will continue. They got some live streams as well. So I've got notification bells on, but you see that they're collaborating with a lot of familiar faces there. Eddie Lugo Studios is there. We see Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, like I was talking about, and many others. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I've run into them countless times when I'm out supporting others in some of these live streams. Orange Code Vlog is in there supporting as well, which is cool. Professional Paranormal Research is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. We still got a little over half an hour. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Hild the DC is going to go live right after us, and then she will give us an opportunity to continue meeting friends and family members on her channel during her live stream as well. We'll go over there and raid. She's celebrating 3 years on YouTube now. Professional Paranormal Research is over 1,900 subscribers. They're officially on the road to 2K. We always say you're officially on a road when you pass a 100 milestone. So since they've passed 1,900, we know they're officially on the road to 2,000. Now they post occasionally, so we'll see what they've got going on. It seems to be almost frequently lately. They put out a new video yesterday. These are quite short, but I'll put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to stay caught up. And then let's look at their About page just for a quick second. They give you an idea as to what to expect from this group of creators on this channel. Investigations, explorations, and a lot of other unknown places of the unknown, they say. So we'll see. They're going to talk to us about a lot of the unexplained that's out there, polarizing content for sure. One of their shorts videos got over 2,100 or 2,400 views, which is great to see. Another one over 500, almost 600, which is great. Live streams, it seems to be they're going to do one on Monday, and they seem to be doing these a few times a week. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I've got my notification bell on, of course, for every channel. We'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. And it's about time I add some names to our wheel from our chat list. So I'll do that in another moment. And pardon me, Henry Nelson is coming up right now. This is one of our newest members. Don Ray B gifted some memberships earlier, and Henry Nelson picked up one of those. I'm just going to get their channel up here, and let me make sure I'm getting to the right Henry Nelson. I gotta do that by matching the avatar, but I think they were still with us up to a while ago. I'm not sure if they're still in the house right this second or not. And pardon me, it just takes me a second. Let's get their channel up right now. So the best thing we can do for creators is search, find, and click on them. So if you can, it's best to just search for Henry Nelson. It's an easy name to type, but popular as well. And I'm just going to drop their handle, though. If you really have trouble finding them, we want to match the avatar. They've got that, waterscape there. They're looking out at a lake with a dock there. And if you can match that avatar and get to that channel with 184 subscribers, that's best for them. But if not, the handle's there. So Henry Nelson is a channel I'm still getting to know. They're fairly new in the TuberChat family, just finding us a couple of weeks ago, I believe. They've got some shorts on their channel, so let's see what they're doing here. A couple of these have gotten close to 3,000 views, one over, and then one over 5,700, which is great to see. Videos on the channel are posted somewhat frequently. It looks like at least once a week. I'm just going to grab one of the latest ones. So these are very short, but I'm going to put it in my catch-up list anyway. When we dig through the channel, we find a few things that get into almost a couple of minutes, but we'll keep an eye and see if they're going to do some long-form content as well. When we hit the About page, we'll get an idea what they're doing here. They live on a farm, and they're going to share videos from trails and farming equipment, as well as they enjoy model railroads. So hopefully you've connected with our moderators, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More as well. He's a train enthusiast, to say the least. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Yellow Shirt Dad is coming up right now. And I did say I was going to get some names onto the wheel from our chat list, so I'll do that right this second before we even think about going on break one more time. Yellow Shirt Dad is Gene. That's the name of the creator behind this channel. I'm going to grab your second latest video because this one's got a few watch minutes in it here. Every minute matters. They've got a rainbow there, which is kind of cool, coming from a fountain. Let me see what I can do about adding these names to the wheel from our chat list. We always get around to adding at least a couple of names. M&T Living and Cooking, of course, will come up. Now, they're celebrating their monetization. They're celebrating their monetization tomorrow with a live stream right after TuberChat. We're going to be on at the same time tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, and we'll go until 5 o'clock again. pardon me while I just look through our list of channels. Let's talk about Yellow Shirt Dad. I'll get another channel on in a minute. I got to do some maneuvering through my lists here and everything. If crocheting around new is still in the house, just please let me know. And if they're still here, it'll be their turn to be on the wheel. If not, I'll find another channel shortly, or design with Emma. Yellow Shirt Dad is Gene Disc Creators here with over 1,700 subscribers. They're growing rapidly. It's not a surprise, though, because this creator, as soon as they came into the TuberChat family many months ago, started to really build some friendships with creators right away. Now, he started live streaming. I think Scratch and PPA said he was live last night. I hope I can catch one of these. I might have caught one of these a month ago, but hopefully I'll catch you for another. I've got notification bells on, of course, for every channel, but they are doing these StreamYard panels as well, and it seems to be at least once a week. When we get into shorts videos on this channel, he's gotten into 4,600, 5,200, even 7,800 and beyond. But one of the things that Yellow Shirt Dad is known for, more than even his yellow shirt, which I've seen him without a yellow shirt on somebody else's channel, by the way, but Gene is known for bringing us the joke of the day. Sometimes you get more than one, so I'll leave it to you to find that on his channel, but he's always given us a look outdoors. He's always smiling, always laughing, always positive, and definitely a refreshing channel in the TuberChat family for sure. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the lighthearted content that you find here. And if you dig through his videos to some of his older content, you'll find a lot more long-form videos as well. He's been posting a couple of these lately, but if you really dig, you'll find him taking us out on adventures and more stories to be told in between the joke of the day. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. So let's spin the wheel. I will take our time during the break to get another channel on the wheel from our chat list. Master Arts, good to see you here. Woman Outdoors is going to be coming up in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back, and Be Amazing Sylvia, thank you. She just came into the chat. She's just dropping a super chat there as well. So we'll look at that channel next before we start spinning the wheel again. But as promised, I did get one more name on the wheel. Scrow's Nest has been here for the better part of the stream, so I've got them on there now. We'll get through as many channels as we can in the next half hour before Hild the DC goes live, and then we'll raid over there. She's got a special celebration today. Wayne's World Unlimited, of course, was added as well. Ask him why he's got a shield. Somebody must have gifted you a membership if that's the case. I don't think you picked that up from Dawn Ray B today. She gifted 5 memberships today, but I think you had one from the last stream. I could be mistaken. So Woman Outdoors is here as well, and this is a creator with a really compelling channel. And thank you, Scratch and PPA. I forgot to do that today. I wonder if somebody's missing. Stream Elements not here? Yeah, maybe not, eh? I'll have to try to fix that. Woman Outdoors, when I talk about a compelling channel, so this is mostly outdoors. She does some indoor content and product reviews and things like that, but often she takes us outdoors on adventures, camping, exploring, almost hiking, and given a story to be told and a look around. What I find most compelling about this channel, though, is the fact that she can bring us all 4 seasons. So we get the sun, the wind, the rain, everything in between, the extreme heat, the extreme cold. And this creator is very well known as a over-the-top supporter. So you'll find Woman Outdoors on other channels, in StreamYard panels, being interviewed. Just Jason Keto and more interviewed her a while back, about a month ago, I think. And then she hops in on StreamYard panels, but she's in chats all the time. I've run into her countless times supporting other creators as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. When we look through the videos, we get an idea of what she's doing. She's out in the car, but she's got this product review. Check this out. This is one of those tents that hooks on the back of a vehicle, right? I've seen this kind of thing. So yeah, I happen to drive a Ford F-150. It's about 10 years old now, but still in great shape. But I've thought about getting these for that reason, right? You just throw a mattress in the bed of the truck. This is cool because this just goes right on like a car, like a vehicle, minivan, things like that. Any car where or vehicle where you have enough room to, let's say, fold the back seats down and be able to sleep, which is really cool. But Woman Outdoors is already very known for taking us to interesting places. She's got another tent review over here as well, which I've seen. So shout out videos are frequent on this channel. She's always supporting others. And then as well, we'll look at the shorts on the channel, and we see that she's gotten into 2,700, even 3,900 views on a couple of these. And then when we get into live streams, we see that this creator streams frequently. It's been a couple of months, but we'll see if she's going to pick those back up. And like I said, an incredibly supportive creator. So I hope everybody will connect with her, get some of that support coming back to you, and we'd love to push her towards the 1,300 subscribers that she's thinking about. So Poppin' the Popcorn will be up next, but Be Amazing Sylvia came in and dropped a super chat on us, and we always put super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel afterwards. Now, Be Amazing Sylvia has been with us pretty much from the beginning, so that's well over 3 years now, getting closer to 3.5. She's one of the original 7 members of the Drop the Link Day crew, and that's a group of creators that allow others to meet new friends and family members during their live streams. These creators still, to this day, run series of live streams for that purpose. She's got one coming up shortly. Now, it's not that there's a right way or a wrong way to connect. We talk about a specific formula here in TuberChat because we've been doing it for over 4 years now. TuberChat's been here 3.5, but I've been doing this a little bit longer. And it's more important than ever that we follow the procedures that are spoken by knowledgeable creators when it comes to the idea of connecting, because YouTube plays games with all of our numbers all the time. Our subscribers, our likes, our views, even our thumbs down disappear after a while, including our watch hours, actually, which I know is frustrating for everyone. But as long as we do all we can for others, in most cases, your connections will stick. And somebody like Be Amazing Sylvia is very knowledgeable, and she has been all this time. Now, she's incredibly supportive here and inspirational in the creation of this channel, as a matter of fact, but she's also monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. It's a pure variety channel. Here, Be Amazing Sylvia gives us a chance to get to know her. She could be indoors, she could be outdoors, she could be doing a review, giving us some inspiration. She could be doing a haul video or taking us outdoors for an adventure. As well, let's look at the videos for a second. You get an idea of the variety here. Live streams are frequent on this channel. Now, she might be out or doing a StreamYard panel or bringing us a chance to get to know other creators. But there's magic on this channel as well, and she's had a solid and strong foundation for years, as you can see. But this channel now is just exploding, and shorts have a big part of this. 221,000, 249,000, 577,000, and even 749,000 on one of these, which is great to see. So that will likely continue as well, and she's really hooked into a great formula for herself there. Sylvia's Daily Positivity is a second channel where she wants to bring us more inspiration and motivation, and she's doing a lot of content with her daughter here, actually, but she's got some shorts on this channel. These have started to get into the thousands of views, which is great to see, and then videos are occasional. We'll see if she's going to pick that back up. We'd love to push this channel towards the 300 subscribers that they're thinking about. So thank you again, Be Amazing Sylvia, for that super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated. She's done that countless times, actually. And next up is Poppin' the Popcorn, because I already spun the wheel. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. A few days ago, maybe a week ago, Popping the Popcorn hit 1,000 subscribers. So a lot of us are very excited for Katie. She's been an incredible supporter ever since the start of her channel. She found TuberChat early on and has been very supportive to lots of us here in the channel. She's always giving everybody a warm welcome when you get to her channel or anywhere where she's a guest on StreamYard panels. This creator reviews movies more than anything else on her channel. As you get to know Katie, you'll be able to make requests as well. If there's something that you're thinking about seeing or something you've seen before, you can get her opinion on that. She's also got shorts videos that have gotten into 1,200 and 1,600 views, and then live streams on the channel are somewhat frequent as well. She's usually on a couple times a week, but most often you'll see Katie with other creators in StreamYard panels on other channels as well. Neil Collects, I've got you on the wheel, by the way. And look at that. The wheel is going to choose you right now. Thank you, Gloria's Platter. Thank you for coming in. She's been a dear friend for a long time. She brings delicious looking content on her channel and has for years now. Neil Collects is coming up from the UK. This creator has an interesting channel because when we talk about collecting different things, whether it's numismatic collectible coins, pop figures, baseball cards, comic books, or anything in between, Neil Collects does all of these things. This creator's got a brand new video, another Funko Pop video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list here. And they bring a lot of variety through their videos by collecting lots of different things. And they're obviously ordering from eBay. I wonder how much selling they do. I never did ask. I wonder if Neil Collects sells on eBay as well as buying. And then when we look at shorts on the channel, we see that they've gotten into 3,000, 4,000, even beyond 5,000 views. Live streams on the channel are frequent as well. He's doing a lot to pump up some watch hours lately. And he just did a stream. It just ended actually shortly ago. But like I said, he's in the UK, so he's about 5 hours ahead of us, which would make it about getting on 10 p.m. actually. So thank you for being here. Rock Chick Beauty, I think, came in as well. Rock Chick Beauty's also from the UK, so thank you for being here. Forgive me, Neil Collects. I don't know why I just said that too. He just let me know the other day he's not in the UK. He's in America. And I forget where, so forgive me if you told me like a closer location. It's the accent that has me thinking he's in the UK. He moved here, or into the United States. I'm in Canada, of course, but Oh, I stopped selling on eBay. Yeah, eBay can be a great stream of income. If you want to spend the time doing it. It really doesn't take that long to list items and to package and ship items. It's the searching and researching that takes a bit of time. Yeah, forgive me, Neil Collects. We talked about that on the live stream. I don't know why it slipped my mind for a second there. And M&T Living and Cooking is up on the screen. These creators are going to be celebrating their monetization tomorrow, actually. They've got a live stream. I think it's set up, is it? Yes, for tomorrow. And I've got my notification on, but we're going to raid into that. For today, we're going to go see Hild the DC in about 15 minutes. I'll drop the link for that shortly. Now, these creators do live streams frequently. Sometimes they're bringing us delicious-looking content. Most often, they're doing challenges with other creators, but they also do StreamYard panels. And look at these grids that they got going on. Sometimes they're cooking with others as well. When we get into shorts, we see that they've gotten well over 5,000 views on many of these. One over 20,000, which is great to see as well. And they're working on 1,500 subscribers now. So we're looking forward to getting a better look at their channel tomorrow when we go over and raid after TuberChat for their monetization celebration. And next up here is going to be Just Jason, Keto, and more. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Pardon me, Just Jason Keto. Usually I do this kind of thing in the background, but I'm just going to do it here right now. I'm going to get into Stream Elements because I don't know why it's not working right now. And Stream Elements is another one of the robots, like Nightbot and Streamlabs. And I probably could just not bother with this right now, so forgive me, but it's distracting me. It's in my mind now. I don't know why it's not working. These robots are really easy. You just log in with your YouTube channel. If you're already logged in on Chrome, it makes it super easy. What we look for is timers, and these are where those things come up, like you know, reminding everybody to give a thumbs up and share and follow us on Twitter and our music channel and things like that. So thank you, Scratch and PPA, for letting me know that it wasn't working. He did that by doing a command that can be used by any of the moderators, actually. And anybody can do this on their own channel. You have to add it as a command to each of the robots. But when you type something like that in, the robot should show up. And that'll give you an easy way to find out if they're working. So forgive me, Just Jason, Keto, and more. This is an overwhelmingly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the TuberChat family. He has been a driving force in our community for a while now, and this creator wants to motivate us with healthy eating, healthy living, particularly when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He brings a lot of recipes on his channel, but some product reviews as well. And what he helps us do is make sense of the ingredients that we might find on some of the keto labeled products that we'll see in a grocery store and things like that. We have to really understand those ingredients, because it's very easy to just put a sticker on something and say, hey, this is keto friendly. It's another thing to understand the ingredients so that we can make sure we were staying in ketosis if that's what we want to do. Cooking with Miss Brown, good to see you here. Native Wildman, good to have you in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Just Jason, Keto, and more as well brings a lot of guests onto his channel for interviews, and these influencers will share their life experience and trials, tribulations, tips, and tricks so that they can help us stay motivated when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet and lifestyle, maybe avoid some of their mistakes and things like that as well. And then thank you, follow the Bradley's Fun. I really do appreciate you coming in, especially when you're in the middle of celebrating a wedding anniversary. But as a member, I'm going to put them on the wheel right away, of course. Now, Just Jason Keto and More's done well with shorts videos as well, getting into 4,000, 5,000, and 6,000 views and beyond. One breakout shorts, which I've seen at 22,000, where he's got some incredible pan flipping skills there, and I know you'll be entertained if you see that. It's been a while since I've caught him for a live stream. He's always on Thursdays at, I believe, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and forgive me for this week, I went live at the same time as Just Jason Keto, but he was still there with us before and after his live stream. I typically don't go on Thursday. I may never have an opportunity again until December. That's why I jumped on it the other day. And we'd had our internet off at my workplace for a week and a half or close to it. So Just Jason Keto and More has been a dear friend for a long time. Like I said, an overwhelming supporter here in TuberChat, over and above the typical things that we talk about. Now, he says, why just survive when you can thrive? When you get into a live stream, he might be interviewing another creator. Most often, he's just hosting and giving us the chance to get his perspective on what we can expect when we're thinking about a keto-based diet and lifestyle, his trials, his tribulations, and life experience as well. Like I said, sometimes it's an interview, sometimes he's by himself, but he's also got a vibrant community of people in the chat that will help share information as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. I know you'll enjoy the support that comes back. He's working on 1,100 subscribers right now. I'm going to spin the wheel, and I'm going to get the link for Hild the DC, who's coming up in probably 10 minutes from now. She might be on before we finish, and we'll go over there and raid. Did I forget to put my pinned messages today too? This is what I mean about making mistakes. I promise you I make as many as anybody. Not detrimental, but you know, you always get frustrated with yourself when you forget things, I'm sure. Granny Filming again is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. They're here with us frequently. They film whatever comes to mind. As a matter of fact, they let us know. They're filming with a phone exclusively. The Harvest Moon was something we saw a couple weeks ago. It's great that you got a video out. 523 subscribers, so they have to be excited about the new restrictions that get you into the partner program after 500, as long as you get the 3,000 hours of watch time. Let's look at shorts on this channel. We see that these have gotten into 6,000 views and well beyond now. And then live streams are occasional on the channel. They just did one a couple days ago. They seem to be going once a week or twice a week. Hopefully we'll catch them for another one. And we've got notification bells on for every channel. Of course, that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. When we look at their channel, we see that they're going to talk about homemaking, cooking, cleaning, grocery pickups and hauls, challenges, Q&As, and a little bit more. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And Granny Filming again. I don't know how many times I've missed them on the wheel or got them on late and things like that, but they're also a very patient creator. Thank God we're all friends here, right? Lisa J. Stocks is coming up. Hopefully they're still in the chat. They were here from the beginning of the stream, I think. Lisa J. Stocks is going to talk about the stock market more than anything else, but they bring motivation and inspiration when it comes to the idea of investing. Now, I always believe it's best for everybody to have as much financial information as possible, much like we talk about healthy eating and healthy living with channels like Just Jason Keto and Ron's Keto Cafe and a few others. It's the Bankroll was here earlier, the Stock Explorer, Lisa J. Stocks. They're all going to talk to us about different aspects of finance and investing. I think it's important to have as much information as possible so that regardless of where we decide to save or invest, we're making the best educated financial decisions that we can, if that makes sense. She's at 800 subscribers exactly right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther, get that 800 locked in for her. Lisa J. Stocks is very forthcoming about her own portfolio and stock place. She talks to us in a level-headed and down-to-earth way, even about advanced topics like dollar cost averaging and dividends ETFs and things like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Lisa J. Stock. She often posts daily, so you know there's frequent content on the channel. She's also had interviews with a few familiar faces there. There's F.R. Humphrey, who was here with us earlier, and a few other influencers that we know and love, of course. She's got some shorts videos with some bite-sized information here as well, and some of these have started to move into 5,600, even 7,500 views, which is great to see. Lisa J. Stocks is here with us almost every day, and I run into them constantly supporting other creators when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams as well. Follow the Bradley's Fun is celebrating a wedding anniversary today, but they just came in to say hello. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to give a thumbs up or say hi. I know not everybody can be here every day or for 3 hours every time we stream, so I do appreciate every moment. But Follow the Bradley's Fun has been with us for just about every stream lately, actually, and they're going to bring us the best of Orlando, including some family vlogging, lifestyle, Disney, and other theme parks. They're doing a few videos here just for some watch hours, but they got some shorts on the channel as well, and these have gotten into 17,000, 23,000, and even 115,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams are frequent on the channel. Also, they did one today. They seem to be out once or twice a week. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you get from these creators who are bringing us travel, essentially, more than anything else. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a moment. And AceFlaw1 is coming up. This is a creator who's been with me probably 4 years now. Andy was with me through all the Playlist Buddies experiments we were doing on my personal channel before we even started TuberChat. And I had almost forgotten about those, even though I talk about it sometimes here. The idea that often when we talk about having more than one channel, because we talked about it earlier in the stream today, I always recommend that everybody do a series of 10 or 12 videos before starting a second channel. Not that I want to tell anybody what to do or not do with their channel. I certainly don't. But it's just a piece of almost advice. I try not to give advice, more just opinion, but you know what I mean. And I think we can all agree that YouTube is more work than we thought it was before we started. But when we have more than one channel, it's great to give it a practice run, right? And that's why TuberChat managed to start and grow pretty quickly right out of the gate, because I'd already done 10 live streams or so, right? AceFlaw1 was there for all of that and much more. So this is Andy. He brings travel videos more than anything else. He posts occasionally, but he's working on 4,400 subscribers right now. When we look at shorts on the channel, one of these has hit 1,400 views, and hopefully we'll see some more from Andy there as well. But there's lots to see, lots of outdoor content on this channel, all travel-based or most of it. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. AceFlaw1, after all this time, is still coming back to support other creators. Vanessa Angel Rose Designs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think they were live earlier today. Am I right about that? Scrow's Nest is coming up right now, another creator who's here with us frequently. And then I see another channel I've got to put on the wheel right away. Paul's Green Space is coming up. That's somebody who grows 30 different types of plants, vegetables, fruits, vines, trees, and everything else. Paul's Green Space. I'm going to put you on the wheel. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Let me drop the link for Hild the DC again. We're going to go over there and raid in a few more minutes. I'm going to leave TuberChat running for an extra 3 minutes like we always do, so that everybody can clean up their connections here, and then we'll go over and raid, but the live redirect is set also. Did I just wish rain on Hild the DC? I said rain next. Scrow's Nest is working on 800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They're going to have it any moment. They got some shorts on their channel, and they're bringing us more cruising, but with a mobility scooter. So it's an interesting perspective here. They've got shorts on the channel that have gotten into 1,700 views, one over 5,600, which I think is a little bit newer. I could be mistaken about that. And then videos on the channel. I've got to catch up here. So I'm just going to grab your second latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch up the littlest bit. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety in room tours, cruising, and other travel content that we get from Scrow's Nest. But I also see them out supporting other creators all the time as well. Oh yeah, just Jason, Keto, and more. That's funny. I don't want to drag myself into saying anything negative. So here's what I will say. When we think about people who want to give advice, right, which might be what you take some of what I say here in TuberChat as, I don't mean to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. I try to be careful, even if it sounds like it or if I slip and actually do it. The idea is to share experience. So when we think about what people are telling us, what we should or shouldn't do, experts and things like that, all you want to do is consider where the information's coming from and what experience the host of the channel actually has. I try to be transparent here. Everybody can see the other things that I've done. I have not built a channel to 100,000 subscribers, not even close yet, to be honest with you, but I have been on YouTube for many years. I've run many channels, many of which are not my own, and monetized 5 of them. So even though things change, even though the system is a little bit different now than it was when I had started, what we try to do is share information here. I bring my own experience to the table. We discuss things together, and I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. When you think about the idea, part of my full-time job, half of my full-time job is running YouTube channels and social media for others. And when you think about that, they very well know that they are paying me either cash or in another way, like half of my full-time job, right? But I've also done other trades with other creators as well, or other channel owners. And they know that I'm giving everything I learned from their channels away, either here or elsewhere for free. And they're okay with that because they know that in turn, I get lots of information from other creators that I bring back to the work that I do for their channels as well. And it works out well for everybody. But again, I try to be transparent about what I have or have not done. I always have everybody's best interest at heart, of course. And I just want to give opinion more than anything else. The idea, of course, is we all have to make our own decisions for our own channels. All of the biggest YouTubers are going to say that we should have a niche channel, do one thing and one thing only. Even I will agree with that. In a perfect world, if you want to build a channel to 100,000 subscribers and beyond, if you want your play button and everything else, that's probably the fastest course. But if that's not the goal, then things can be very different, because if you want to talk about finance or money, let's just say, a lot of us are thinking about monetization. If you're telling me you want to make $1,000 a month or $100 a month or $5,000 a month, that is a very different thing than thinking about how many likes we get, how many subscribers we have. If you're saying, well, I want my $1,000 a month, I don't care how many subscribers I have on my channel, I can help you. If you want to talk about how do I make thousands of dollars a month, I don't care how many subscribers I have, I can help you with that. But if you say, I want 10,000 subscribers, I want 100,000 subscribers, there are different things we do to focus on that. So it's just an idea. So forgive the long speech. I didn't mean to do that towards the end of the stream, but it's just an idea. Anybody can reach out anytime, by the way. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. But I love what we get out of our conversation conversations here and what I get to know from other creators as well. I'm very lucky as the host of TuberChat. Lots of people reach out with things that they see, notice, and learn, and I get to personally benefit from that and share with everybody else as well. Butler Family Farm is up on the screen right now. I see Drunken Chef Barbecue in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Come Hither with Heather has been added to the wheel with Katie's Kitchen. Butler Family Farm is now getting close to 2,000 subscribers. They actually celebrated their monetization about a week and a half ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They bring us 116 acres of homesteading goodness on their farm. They've got lots of livestock there. I see a Happy Meal video from Lazy Days Ahead. Jesse and Lisa are always sending stuff around. I see that all the time. They talk about the different things they're going to bring. They've added bees to the farm. They've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, and some cats and dogs. But they also take us traveling. They bring us for their other family adventures and hobbies. They've got a bloopers video here too. That'll be interesting to see. And then shorts videos on the channel. These have gotten into 3,300, even 4,300 views. Butler Family Farms here with us just about every single day. I think it is every day actually, especially lately, for which I'm grateful. They've got a stream coming up on Monday, and then they stream frequently, sometimes with StreamYard panels. It looks like they're going more than once a week here, is it? Yeah, occasionally more than once a week. But they also make themselves a part of the YouTube community by heading out to meetups like the Ozark meetup and the Mid-America meetup that we talk about often. I was grateful because they streamed a lot of this and I was able to catch it while it was live. Let's spin the wheel. We get another channel up onto the screen. I'm going to try to race through the last few channels because we're going overtime here. I just want to think about our moderators as well as my voice is going to disappear any second. Wayne's World Unlimited is coming up from the UK. They usually take us outdoors for adventures and stories to be told. We'll see what they've got going on. I'll drop the link one more time for Hild the DC's live stream. We'll do that at least one more time. Live every Monday at 5:30 Central. So thank you for that. Mondays are another day that's tough with me for family obligations and things like that, but hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon. Wayne's World Unlimited is here with 480 subscribers, and this creator recently updated their avatar, I think, right? When we look at the shorts videos, they've got one breakout here at 239,000 views, which is great to see, but they bring pure variety in their shorts, as we usually see on their videos. They're usually outdoors. They usually post frequently as well. They often post at least a video a week, so hopefully we'll see something new from Wayne's World Unlimited. And they're another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who often shares for us and brings friends over here. We've got a few friends that have come over from Wayne's World Unlimited's channel. I think X1 as well said that they're streaming together, or Wayne's World Unlimited said they might be streaming on X1's Twitter account or something like that, or Twitch account or something like that. Katie's Kitchen is coming up. We'll see what this creator's got going on. 238 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 300 she's thinking about. A lot of grocery hauls here, cooking videos as well. And we'll see some more variety as we dig through. She's just recently started, so we'll look forward to more content, but she's already posting frequently. When we get into the shorts videos, a couple of these have really popped at 6,600 and 8,300 views. Live streams are occasional on the channel. She's bringing different video gameplay. So we've got our notification bell on, and that's for every channel. So hopefully we'll catch her for those as well. Marketplace Boutique, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a moment. Hild the DC will be ready to go any moment, but because it's a live stream, the chat's already ready to go. She's got a few people in there already. Marketplace Boutique, look at that luck. As soon as you came in, the wheel chose you right away. Come Hither with Heather and Paul's Green Space are both still on there. Drunken Chef Barbecue's just dropping a super chat as well. So we'll get that channel up on the screen next. We always put Superchatters on the screen right away as soon as we see them happen. And then we will put members on the wheel along with moderators. Sam's Logs, Trains, and More is both a member and a moderator, so we'll get him on the wheel. Thank you so much. He's having a late dinner and dessert. He's in the UK, of course, so it's probably 10 p.m. for them. Marketplace Boutique is going to bring us some help when it comes to eBay. And what we were talking about earlier, I mentioned the idea that listing and shipping on eBay are very fast to do once you know what you're doing. It's their searching and researching, and Marketplace Boutique can give us some of the ins and outs about that. So thank you, Scratch and PPA. So Hild the DC's gone live. We're going to go over there and raid in a few more minutes. I will leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so that we can clean up our connections. And we can continue meeting friends the same way we are here during her premieres and live streams. So that'll be extra time for today. Marketplace Boutique is working on 400 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They were working in law and looking for a career change that would give them more time to spend at home. And now they share the ins and outs of their eBay sales with us on their channel more than anything else. They research, they search, and they show us the ins and outs of buying and selling. They've got 8,000 views on one of their shorts videos, which is a breakout and great to see. And they're here with us just about every single day in TuberChat as well. Obviously, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Next up is going to be Drunken Chef Barbecue. Oh, my copy and paste doesn't want to work now. My keyboard and everything else. Forgive me while I whine and complain. I like when everything does what it's supposed to do, or at least what I want it to do. Drunken Chef Barbecue's here with over 1,300 subscribers. Some delicious looking content right there in the shorts on the channel. We'll have a look at how these are performing, but without surprise into the thousands of views, which is great to see. Lots and lots and lots there. Drunken Chef Barbecue is very known as a very supportive creator. You'll run into them frequently when you're out supporting others. Lots of delicious looking content on the channel, of course, and obviously a dynamic host. You can see that just in the thumbnails as well as the rollovers. When we get into live streams, we see that they've got one coming up. That's going to be later in the year, but we'll see when they do Giving Tuesday, and we'd love to push this creator towards the 1,400 subscribers that they're thinking about. So thank you, Drunken Chef Barbecue, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've done that before. And Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is coming up right now. This creator is going to bring us a lot of train videos. He could be taking a tour or taking a trip. He could be indoors. He could be outdoors. The videos can include the trains or the stations. He might be giving us tips and tricks for our own trade travels as well. I'm just going to grab his latest video because he's been posting just about daily lately. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with him. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More occasionally brings product reviews, unboxing videos, and a bit more variety through his content. You get an idea of that when you dig through his videos. When we get into shorts, more variety comes here. Some of these have already gotten into 4,400 and 4,800 views. Live streams on the channel are frequent, and this creator brings us Q&As, trivia type games, and chances to get to know and catch up with Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. He's working on 1,900 subscribers and happens to be a member and a moderator here, so I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. I know you'll appreciate the support that comes back from him. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. We're at 95 today, which is great to see. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will give us one on the way out. Give Hild the DC a thumbs up on the way into her live stream. She's celebrating 3 years on YouTube right now. We'll go over there and raid together in another moment. And I'll leave TuberChat running for an extra 3 minutes. Paul's Green Space is going to talk to us about how we can do different things in our garden. He'll give us tips, tricks, and almost tutorials to show us how he grows over 30 different things in the garden, what to do when certain things won't grow together, so what to do when you have to replace something. Sometimes everything you do, you know you're doing the right thing and something just won't grow. He teaches us how to replace that and get other things happening as well. Some shorts on the channel, and these have gotten well over 5,000 views on a couple of them. And hopefully everybody will enjoy what comes out on Paul's Green Space. He posts frequently, And this is a channel we featured not too long ago. Come Hither with Heather comes to us from Australia. This creator brings us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. Forgive me for not catching the live stream the other day. You did a great job in there. Scratch and Pete PA reminded me that that was there, so I went and I watched afterwards. But Come Hither with Heather was a recipient of a prize in our 600th episode giveaway a couple of months ago, and I was happy to see that unboxing video and shout out, so thank you for that. I've been on Come Hither with Heather's channel a couple of times. They got some shorts here, and a couple of new ones are really moving into 3,600, 4,500 views. There's Werner's Adventures and Drew's Adventures. They both came to Canada for a vacation, and I was able to catch up with them and have some breakfast, and we talked about what they saw in the States, what they saw in Canada. Come Hither with Heather is going to bring us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations more than anything else in both videos and live streams. And I'm just going to show you Werner's Adventures channel as well. These two creators are partners, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. On Werner's channel, we get more explorations of abandoned locations. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. We're overtime today. Thank you to our moderator, Scratch and PPA. Thanks so much. And we'll go over and raid Hild the DC right now and celebrate with her 3 years on YouTube. Please don't forget to give her a thumbs up on the way in. Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow, same time. Bye-bye.